Cybernation Uncensored.
Well then, hey, we're officially live. Everyone can see us and hear us now. That's funny. Behind scenes, I'm like, oh, let's look at this sword. Wait, I think the video just ended. Hey, we're live. Welcome, everyone. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay we do every Saturday right here, same place, same time. This is Team Nevermore, if you're not familiar. But before I get into it, before I explain what Team Nevermore is all about and where we left off in the current campaign and all that good stuff, let's do like we always do. Let's go around the table. Everyone introduce yourself. Let people know where they can find you online and introduce your character as well. Will, you want to start it off?
Hello, my name is Will. You can find me on the Cybernation Uncensored Discord as Rook 8284, I believe, and also in the chat. But also you can catch me on the second and last Wednesday of every month on Team Veritas as Looper, and also on Twitter at Billy Huddles. But today I'm gonna be playing No Sticks the Netrunner, burning brains and stealing mainframes or something like that.
Something like that. Nick.
Hello, my name is Nicholas King. I am. You can find me on our Discord server at the King Square, which also happens to be my handle for all of my social media, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. And tonight I will be playing Hank C, our rocker boy, now Fixer as well.
Oh yeah, multi-classing. Very cool. Raven.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. You can find me all over the internet at a familiar Raven. I'm running the High Riders campaign every Friday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tonight I will be playing Belladonna Jax, the Ripper. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the High Riders campaign. Anybody watching, make sure you tune in. Every Friday, Raven and her team of High Riders just had their session 1, so they're just getting into it. So it's a great time to jump in and be part of the campaign and team from the beginning. Everyone make sure you tune in. Alex.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Maxwell. You can find me in the Cybernation Uncensored Discord under Maxwell. You can find me on TikTok under Maxwell Musings and Alex R. Maxwell on Twitter. I've just been doing a lot of just really quick intro videos for people coming into the hobby, courtesy of the edgerunners anime. Been seeing a lot of new choombas joining our group. I'm always happy to see the hobby growing. And tonight I will be stepping back into the bloodied combat boots of the team's solo Scarecrow.
Hell yeah. And Utahime.
Hello, everyone. I'm Utahime. You can find me at UTAHIME cosplay pretty much everywhere on social media except for Twitter. You can find me at Brianna DeCoster. I am community manager here and producer here at Cybernation Uncensored. I'm also the host of Power Word Talk on Thursdays, the occasional Fridays if it's some type of special edition like we did this past week. And also, I'm also community manager over at the Initiative Order as well. And I play your resident media. She's a little bit of fire, ice, and everything nice. Nexus, and also to her little VTuber personality, Pulse.
Oh, yeah, well put. And I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here, but I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. Check out Cybernation Uncensored for all kinds of content, series, gameplay, just so much stuff. We have so many new GMs and series, more new series on the horizon too. I have some new shows I'll be launching soon. However, I do have to mention that I was recently hired. I do filmmaking on the side if anyone's not familiar with that, but was recently hired to help a series, Everyone is Doing Great, on Hulu and on Paramount Plus. So check that out. We're currently filming season 2, but because of that, I'm going to be kind of missing in action until possibly December 23rd, and I think there's rumors it might have moved to January 2nd, so a little bit longer than I was expecting. But I will have Fridays and Saturdays off, depending on how much of that I need to scramble for production design and film stuff. We might continue with Team Nevermore every Saturday, or at least when I can get it in. So please just bear with us, a little bit busy, but check out the calendar, join our Discord, our Twitter. We have an active group on Facebook. Just stay in touch. Make sure you subscribe and follow here on Twitch and also on YouTube. And that way you can keep up to date with all the live streams. You can see all of my streams and all the date changes and stuff. But aside from that, like I said, we have all kinds of GMs and other shows streaming. And as I'm away working on film stuff, we have an extensive team here like Utahime and the rest of the team keeping the lights on. So when I get back, I can just walk in and everything's ready to go. And they've been keeping it going. So I really appreciate that. And shout out to the team for doing that. Also, shout out to all the supporters on Patreon. I really appreciate all of you. You're the fuel on my fire. Kevin Moreno, Joseph Holder, Naomi Madlass, William Huddleston, Jamie Minch, John Erfurt, Leaded Coffee, Chris Anderson, Matt James, GM Reservoir Panda, Roten, aka Renegade 420, Revolver Gray, Samurai Max, Steve Barr of Sirenscape. Sirenscape's an official sponsor here at Cybernation Uncensored too, so check out Sirenscape. Zeno, Zach, Capricious Nature, Cyber Smiley, Raven, Andy Stretton, Copious, Salt, Derek Lawrence, Daniel Terry, Alex Maxwell, Tracy Goodwin, aka Stink Palm, Igor, Chris Callies, Homer's Odyssey, Jessica Ferguson, and Ryan Anderson. All right, that was a mouthful, but worth every moment. Seriously, I appreciate all of you being on the Patreon and showing me some love there. It means a lot. It really does. But yeah, let's get into it. This is our team Nevermore. We play every Saturday. If you're not familiar with Cyberpunk Red during character creation, one of the options you have is you can sell yourself to a corporation, a crime family, or maybe the military, get some extra money in. And that's what this team has done. If you've seen some of my streams, I'll put together teams, running their own little neocorp or working for something else as a team. I don't typically like to just have a normal edgerunner team. And so with this team, we kind of went that route. We had them all sell themselves to Raven Microcybernetics, where they work for Mr. Cromwell, and they're kind of at their mercy. They have some type of implant thing going on where they've been rendered unconscious before when they kind of go against the grain. And they're pretty much just owned by the corp, and they've got to do whatever the corporation wants them to do. Check out all the previous session VODs on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube. The previous season and stuff was a lot of fun, but the current one... they're pretty much in the mix of it. They're trying to track down somebody, an exec. They pretty much have to, track him down, capture him, collect his DNA, make the body disappear, no witnesses, bring it back to headquarters for Mr. Cromwell and Raven Microcyb for part 2 at that point. So the team's been making contact with his ex-wife, got some info about him. He's divorced, takes care of his daughter every other weekend, Playland by the Sea, works for Militech, stays in the exec zone in a Militech-run building in Court Block. Other than that, they went to do some shopping at a night market in preparation to try to find this guy and take control and take his DNA. While there, Nexus was able to get an awesome kimono. I think Scarecrow got a pretty expensive one as well. Yeah. And the team was kind of pimping out, buying some weapons and all kinds of stuff. Gnostics even got some programs and whatnot. And just as they were, thinking about doing some more shopping and looking around. All of a sudden, the night market got raided. Looks like some type of crime family or something. They don't look like corp operatives as much as crime family, but not booster gang. A little up from that. It's hard to tell, but more than a dozen of them have all come running down the ramp and through the side entrance. Just all guns aimed at the different merch booths as the different booth merch operators pull out weapons, hiding behind, fighting back. You see guards in each booth. They kind of come with their own security and their own entourage. They all start stepping up as each booth is kind of defending themselves against this massive over a dozen people coming down. Mr. K's in the back just yelled, "Time to shut down shop, everyone out," and just yells and turns, goes back with some of his little security guys going through the crowd as the normal crowd, the normal patrons attending the night market, as well as our team here, which is in the mix of that. They just kind of start panicking. Everyone's like, "Oh shit," as gunfire is going off and combat's happening, and they're just scattering. Normal patrons are just like running past the people up the ramp, getting out of the garage, running in any direction, trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. So that's kind of where we're going to start things off. Let's get some Sirenscape going with some trouble on the dance floor.
And I said a quick question.
Yeah.
Before we get into trouble on the dance floor, was I able to buy some ammunition for the fancy new pistol I picked up?
No, you weren't.
Damn it.
Yeah, if you remember, you were able to get the weapon, but there wasn't ammo, and before you could really get into it, and as you did some more shopping,
That's all good.
Yeah, chaos kind of happened, but
That'll
yeah,
be fun. We got a fixer now, so I can find the proprietary
that's
ammo
true.
later.
Exactly.
Well, how distracted is this this business owner now that all of this is going on?
Well, each business owner is pretty much at their booth with their little entourage of security, hiding behind their benches and booth and shooting at the guys coming down. All the over dozen crime family operatives or whoever they are just kind of shooting at the different booths, attacking. But yeah, each booth pretty much has the merchant in there with like a couple little entourage and security, and everyone's fighting back as you hear gunshots and everything kind of going crazy. But I'll let the team take it from there as shit just started to go crazy.
Can I call Kay with my agent?
Yeah.
I send him a message like, "Hey, what's going on, Kay?"
Yeah, you don't get any reply back.
We roll for initiative.
Yeah, I mean, that's the question. Do we want to hang out and do we want to try and help this situation, or do we just want to get the fuck out of Dodge?
I don't believe we should draw any more attention to us. Cromwell might blow another freaking gasket.
Deal with it. Yeah, they're prepared for this type of thing. This is the cause of the risk. Unless they're trying to make a few more allies there to fix it.
How much do you need that? How badly?
I don't think it's proprietary, and I didn't see him carrying any, so we can't grab what's not there. But if there's a means, I'll find it. It just comes down to if we want to impress ourselves upon our host here, if we want to. Is it Belladonna or Jax right now?
Jax.
As Jax said, we should be discreet and get the fuck out.
I mean, if we help Kay out here and defend the night market, we could make ourselves a pretty useful ally.
But we also don't need you getting a single one. I guess your new look could be a bit unrecognizable.
I mean, I've got the tattoos covered and everything else as far as my appearance has changed, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem for me to be inconspicuous, but I will go with the rest of the group on this one. I'm not gonna, I've already stirred up enough shit for everybody.
People on the street love a good Samaritan.
I'm all for getting feisty, but
Alright.
yeah.
Things
I
up,
think we
let's
should
do
flow.
this. And then Gnostic's literally just shouts out, "Gnostic!" as he runs at the crowd with his...
Oh my god, he just went in.
It's quite crazy, huh?
Oh
Alright.
shit. Okay. I
Guess
pull
we're
out the
doing
new
this.
I pull out the new excellent heavy pistol that I just bought. Make sure I check the ammo. It's like, all right, let's do this. Shit.
Here we go.
draws his sword.
And you just hear over the communicator, "God damn it, Gnostics."
It's okay. So we're working our way down the line. Everyone's gonna stir the shit in one session or another.
At least I have chicken.
Bless.
God damn it.
It's 30% real chicken too.
We owe you some more real food. my friend.
So yeah, I'm making my way at the.
Shall we roll initiative, GM?
Yeah, if that's your move, Gnostic, I was just waiting to hear from everybody else. What's Scarecrow doing?
I'm not gonna leave our net runner to twist in the wind.
Same.
I would say that during this time, Nexus will put on the kimono, and also too, she's going to put on her shades to get ready for what's about to happen. But she's going to stay further back. That's what she's going to do. So she's going to be however far they are ahead, she is the furthest back. But she's following.
Nice. And yeah, everyone give me initiative. Do your combat tracker.
I'm going to be putting 2 points. I'm going to be popping my Sandy and putting 2 points in initiative. The initiative reaction, and the rest in spot weakness.
All right.
The Wookiee Kev.
And of course, the person who got us into this
Of
mess
course.
got the
Of
lowest
course.
initiative of the group.
All right. Did it add my modifiers? Did not. Okay, so that'd be 22 initiative for Scarecrow then. For some reason, I didn't throw my modifiers in there.
Yeah, let's do. Let's see. That would be 22 for you.
Yeah, with the 3 from my Sandy and then.
There
2
we go.
from
I got it
initiative
updated.
reaction.
We're all good. Okay, so
Cool.
Scarecrow, you're starting it off. You know, things are chaotic. There's fighting. You see more than a dozen, crime people kind of making their way down the ramp and through the side door. It's just hard to get a rough count, but roughly over a dozen you see now entering and already, getting into gunfire. A couple submachine guns, heavy pistols, very heavy, couple rifles. They're all just kind of firing at the booths and people in the crowd that are fighting back like security. You see Gnostics kind of running towards them as the normal patrons are kind of scattering. Some are running up the ramp like past the crime family, people just getting the hell out of the parking garage, scattering in different directions. Your turn. What are you doing, Scarecrow?
So Scarecrow's going to book it to the nearest piece of solid cover, and is to just take my 2 shots along the way. I imagine those closest would be SMGs and pistols.
Yeah.
I'd prioritize one of the targets with an SMG unless someone's toting a shotgun. Then I want to take him out first.
Nice. Yeah, give me, go for it. Give me your, what are you, handgun in it?
Yeah. With my Mustang Arms Mark III, it's a heavy handgun.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see, that's...
Got to beat an 18, and you did. Give me the damage.
All right. 19 damage. Oh, hell yeah. That was a crit. And then... Jesus Christ.
What was the damage?
Damage was
27?
27 total with the crit, and the crit is for an object.
I like that it actually does the critical injury for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's almost a little too quick. Cause wait.
Cool. Yeah, give me 2. Oh, it did the crit. Cool. For an object. Awesome. I love how it does that. All right. Cool. Is that
That's my first attack.
you got a rate of fire 2 with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
just you see, like he's popping as I move into cover. And then second attack. Yeah. Oh, I'm not hitting him. Nope.
No. Yeah, he dodges. You're pretty much. Yeah, you got a 27. Yeah, second shot. He dodges.
Hmm. Oh, it's also an additional 3 damage in that first attack for my
Precision attacker.
precision, yeah. Or spot weakness, I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
spot weakness.
yep,
Okay,
that's
cool.
it.
Yeah, you do that as you end up dodging behind a little stack of crates that are just kind of stacked up pallet crate sort of things. So you're behind that. You got at least a pallet width of wood in between you. HP as cover with that. But going down the initiative, what's Hank doing?
Hank will come up and taking Scarecrow's lead, find cover and move toward any cover he can find, and he will take pop shots at with his new excellent heavy pistol at the same solo that Scarecrow is firing at.
Yeah, you have an option. You all are kind of in the same area. You can head to the side that Scarecrow kind of went, where they had some pallets and crates lined up. To the left, there's a food cart you can hide behind. Other than that, it's a big open area with all the booths kind of in a U. You know what I mean? So you got those options. Couple food carts, couple crates where Scarecrow went. Where do you want to go?
I'll go to the food carts.
Okay. Yeah, give me your handgun.
All right. So first one up.
Same solo, right? Same guy you're shooting at? Same that crime guy?
Yes.
18 evasion. Oh, you can see it, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
and
cool.
19 for the first attack.
Nice, got it. Give me the damage.
Okay, damage on that is going to be... 9 points of damage on the first attack. It's probably not going to get
Yeah,
through
you see it
his
thud into his armor and not much happens. Give me that second shot.
Ooh, critical success. That was a 24 to
Ooh, and you needed it too, because he had a really good evasion with that, but you got him. Give me the damage. Nice.
That would be a 14 on the second hit.
That's better. Nice, yeah. You see that second round land in, clearly went through his armor as he seems a little bit affected by it, kind of jolts back a bit. But he turns his attention over to your group as he sees, Scarecrow hit him, dodging behind that. You hit him, dodging behind that. Kind of like takes a couple shots right down the center. One at Nexus and one at Jax. Oh, sorry. Wait, is the very heavy a 5d6?
No, it's a 4d6.
46. Okay, yeah, it's a rate of fire 1. Sorry, he's got a Federation Armed Super Chief as he pulls it out. Scarecrow recognizes that.
I'm far.
But yeah, so he takes a shot at Nexus. He only has a rate of fire 1. So Nexus, if you have a reflex of 8 or higher, you can evade.
Which one? I'm sorry.
If you have a reflex of 8 or higher, then you can choose to evade. Is your reflex higher than 8?
No.
Oh, it's
That's
not.
what I said. I have to take it. Like I.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that. Sorry, I'm sitting here in silence, waiting for you to roll.
No, I thought I was further enough back because I said I was like the furthest back from where everybody else was. So I thought I was like not close enough for him to aim at. But if I'm what he sees, I guess.
Oh, if you said you were going to the back, I might have missed that when you were.
Yeah, I said at least. I think the team will confirm.
Yes.
I did say I was.
Okay, yeah, then it would be Belladonna would be or Jax, sorry, would be next in line for that. So Jax, if you have a reflex 8 or higher, give me your evasion.
I do. Let me locate it.
I'm gonna say because I'm the one rushing right at them.
Yeah, you're going for him. Scarecrow and Hank went to the side. Nexus is kind of backing up. Yeah, Nexus is backing up. Whereas I imagine Jax hasn't moved yet, but she didn't mention backing up or anything. So
She's a lover. She's not a fighter.
but this is Jax.
Not a tank. So, no, a 9. I got hit.
Okay, yep. Let's see that damage. 12 points of damage. Reduce your SP, reduced by your SP, and then ablate the SP. But he does that, and then another crime guy next to him basically takes note to that and takes another shot off at you, Jax.
Jesus.
12.
I'll take a +2.
Cost.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah, that's a hit. 20 points of damage.
So that's... What was the first one was
1 point of damage, and then this one would be 10 points of damage.
Okay, so 11. Okay.
And your armor gets ablated by 1 again.
I'm down to 9 for my light armor jack.
Okay. Yeah, and then
So good.
nice. Yeah, just don't forget everyone how ablation works and all that. You always reduce SP from the damage and then ablate the armor by 1 if you end up taking damage. But yeah, as he does that, another one that's kind of off to the side of the group. You see some of them kind of a group of them kind of working out from that side entrance, going down along those booths, kind of firing on Hank C's side, kind of where the food carts are and crates. On the other side, you can see a couple of the guys with the submachine guns, other pistols, kind of working down that side. But one of the two guys there just goes full suppressive fire all down that side. So it would kind of be ringing through, possibly through Gnostics and Nexus and Scarecrow. So that would be your concentration, yeah.
Let's go.
Ooh, that crit failed. You only got to beat an 11.
Wait, you said concentration?
Yeah, concentration.
Can I use a +2? I'm gonna use a +2.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Enough for everyone.
Oh yeah, thanks Cold Spider and Cold Drake for those +2s. I forgot to thank y'all earlier. And the Wookie Kev. Hey, Wookie
we have
Kev, one of our graphics artists. Hey.
We have one more +2 left right now.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Was it concentration roll for everyone, or just?
No, it would just be
that
the
one
ones on
help
that.
me.
Yeah, it would just be those 3. Nexus, Scarecrow.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All of you are good. Yeah, he just kind of goes auto fire, suppressive fire raining through, but bullets are whizzing past you 3, not really affecting you. Then the guys next to them, they start shooting at booths and fighting, dealing with the crowd and everything like that. Nexus, your turn.
And I know that Belladonna is ahead of me.
No, I'm after you. My
No, I mean
initiative.
ahead as far as where you
Physically.
are
In your
now,
position,
physically.
yeah.
All right.
So my question is whether or not I would be able to do enough suppressive fire in order to basically get to Belladonna to kind of like help her out, get her.
Yeah, she's not that far.
behind.
Yeah, you have enough move. You could get up in front of Belladonna, in front of Jax if you want. And yeah, if you have automatic fire, even if you don't, you can still do a suppressive,
Have
thing
suppressive fire as
at
well.
those crime family guys that are on that side that were just doing the same
I
type
can, I
of
can
thing.
do auto fire in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move up in front of Jax and go full auto fire. Do you want to direct the auto fire kind of, in the center cone to the right or to the left? Because you kind of got different groups moving,
Yeah, basically wherever the individual, which I think was kind of center, who fired at Jax.
Yeah, if you do that, the only thing is Gnostics is going to have to get a concentration in there because he is right up front running right up into, yeah. So that's something to consider.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want to do friendly fire. So wherever I could avoid that, but also to kind of create enough of a distraction.
Yeah, left or
try to,
right.
like, pull,
Yeah, give me your auto fire and just let me know if you want to do Hank C side or Scarecrow side of Crime Family.
I would probably say Scarecrow side.
Cool.
But I don't think that does anything. Or would that be enough to kind of be able to pull Belladonna, like?
Oh,
behind
with auto fire, you're trying to damage everyone. With suppressing fire, you're trying to force them to go to ground.
Get
and
cover. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think that I did like as far as like any damage because I only rolled mine was when I did the auto fire was 8.
I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. No problem. Let's see if this goes through. Yeah, you go auto fire, but a lot of the Crime Family, they just don't seem affected by it. They're dodging. They're just you can tell they're intense. Combat's intense, and yeah. But you're at least up in front of Jax now. Jax, your turn.
Which side did which side was the shooter on? Scarecrow side or Hank C side that pasted me?
On Hank C side, I believe it was.
Bloody hell!
Or no, they were.
No, that was on Scarecrow's side because I was aiming for the same guy that Scarecrow hit.
Yeah.
Brushing off the fresh bullet marks in my armor. Bloody hell! I'm gonna freaking pop up SMG and auto fire in that direction. Side step, so I don't put any rounds into Nexus.
Yeah, go for it. Is this auto fire or suppressive?
This will be auto fire, and
Oh, okay.
I want to sink 4 points of luck and take. Do you have any +2s?
Nice.
And we have one left.
There is, yeah.
We have one left.
I didn't use that +2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 4 points of luck and and the +2, and I also have a targeting scope.
Nice. Yeah, you just got to beat a 3. Crit failed on that guy.
Ooh.
That guy's preoccupied. He's having a hard time concentrating while he's setting off rounds and dealing with the chaos. So great opportunity to fuck him up.
Get him.
And you did. Nice. And that is.
Ended up
oh
being
yeah.
like a 32.
Yeah, you get the full 3 times. So give me 2d6, and it'll be times 3, I believe. Isn't that what it is for? This is a submachine gun.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, and you maxed that out. That was great.
30.
Nice. Yeah, you go full auto fire on that on that guy that just did off the rounds. It just lays into him and just basically turns his chest into like ground beef as just the blood sprays and just like a pink mist, and he just kind of crumbles down to the ground, and his buddies look at him and keep moving forward fighting, but you just completely flatline that guy.
FRM, Fine Red Mist.
Oh yeah.
Good old chunky salsa rule.
Yummy. Paint by numbers now.
Get some cover. Jax, get some cover.
I do take cover.
Yeah, was I? Like,
Where do you want to go?
Is there like any hard surface, a wall or like that
Well-
I can duck behind?
You can't get out to the side exits or anything like in the parking lot to get behind those walls. They're a little bit wider than your move. But within your move, you can either go to the side where Scarecrow is behind the stack of pallets and crates, or to the side
Okay.
Hank C is on with the food carts.
I'll go with Scarebear.
Okay. Yeah.
Was I able to move at all to cover?
Oh yeah. You're in front of Jax, and now
Yeah,
Jax
'cause I
just
was-
left.
Yeah, because my goal was to like basically like help, and then for us to go to cover. I would go wherever Hank C was. Though.
Okay. You won't be able to make it all the way there if you went up to give Jax cover. Your movement wouldn't be fully enough to get all the way over to Hank C, but you can at least start making your way over there.
Yeah, start making my way.
Yeah, you're
Not
close.
exactly there.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Gnostics, over to the man of the night, starting the chaos. Now we're finally to the one that started it all, and he just leaves.
Yeah, it's gone.
He was
Like,
running.
I
He was
just
running
run.
towards them just to run up the ramp and leave.
If you do that, I promise you I will shoot you myself.
No, he actually calls over the mic as he's running over to next to be like, you following this camera guy? Like, as he goes up with because he already drew the sword, so he's going up to like the person that shot at Jax.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
Oh shit, I missed that. I'm sorry.
I zeroed in.
Oh,
but he's got a buddy right next to him.
right next to him. Then I'm sorry. I was.
He's got a buddy close enough.
Okay. Well then.
Oh
run
yeah,
right
there's
up
more
to
than a
him.
dozen of them up there. I mean, take your pick.
Yeah. Then the closest dude next to him. Then.
Yeah, go for it. Give me your melee. If you want to, give me 2 since you got 2 swipes there. You miss on the first one.
Let me.
It's a hit with the second one. Give me the damage.
14.
Nice, not too shabby.
Half SP.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, you take a big slice out of the guy as he yells out, taking notice to you, and you see him pop out his wolvers. Over to Scarecrow.
All right, so the grenades are no longer a viable option. I will, seeing Gnostics about to like Don Quixote a guy, I'm just going to just peek out of cover, lean to the next viable target, give him the double tap, and is there another segment of cover like within my movement so I can start like zigzagging? to get to-
No, I mean the only forms of cover are those food carts where Hank is, the crates and pallets where you are. Other than that, you could go instead of going towards the center, like lean out and shoot. You could go the opposite way and go out one of the side exits, past one of the walls and be behind a wall on the edge of the parking garage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's an option. Or you stay behind the cover you're at.
I'll stay behind the cover map for right now.
Okay.
Until it starts crumbling apart. But yeah, I will lean out, pick a target, probably one of the SMGs. If he's within range, I'm just gonna squeeze off 2 rounds on him.
Nice. Yeah, there's a handful right there coming down that side. Let's get your shot at one of those guys. Go for it. First
Damn.
one's a miss.
Hi, fuck.
Yeah, it goes to defender, but for the sake of streamlining me, give me the damage. It's a hit.
Okay. So that's 7 damage plus 3 for the.
Well, you know what? Regardless, it thuds into his armor and doesn't seem to do much to the guy. Anyways, I tried to help you out, but
No, it's all good.
it's the way the dice fall, But yeah, when one weird thing though is when you popped out to do that, all of a sudden you see a shot come off at you, almost as if one of the guys that was next to the guy you shot before was holding his action till you popped out. So if you want to give me your evasion.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a skill I have. It's over here somewhere.
It is a skill.
I know. There you are. Aha.
Nice,
All right.
You dodge it. Yeah, during all the chaos, a random shot whizzes past you into the pallets and does not fuck you up. Hank.
Doing a quick survey. Is there anybody trying to move around my position to get behind me?
Do you want to do a perception check and see?
Would that cost me an action, or can I just do that as like a quick thing? Okay. Yeah, might as well. I definitely need to know where everything is.
Yeah, go for it. Give me perception. Oh, I didn't load the stealth and shit. Can't do any contested stuff with that.
23.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think there's much contesting with that. You're amazing with your perception, Hank, even under this intense moment and all this chaos. You take a moment to kind of scan the area, and it's like I described earlier, every booth has, the booth owner, some of their entourage, everyone's just fighting back as a crime family or targeting different booths. Booths are fighting back. They're fighting you guys, which seem to be the only ones now kind of left in the center area. A lot of the normal patrons have kind of scattered, and then all the entourage and booth owners are kind of in their booths hiding. It's like you guys kind of hiding behind the pallets and food carts, also, helping the night market fight back. But as you look around, you do notice that in that side entrance, it looks like there's 2 more crime guys kind of running down the side of the parking garage, like you can see in between the pillars along the side, like what I was describing as Scarecrow. You could go on the outside wall. On the outside wall, there's pillars that go like to what used to be another garage in the combat zone, since wrecked down. But you definitely see 2 guys whizzing in between those pillars, trying to make their way to like the back side of the night market, trying to get back around the booths. You know what I mean? Being sneaky.
Okay. All right. So I can't do an attack at this point, correct?
Right.
Okay. In that case, then I'm gonna hunker down and over the communicator just say, "Looks like there's 2 guys trying to go around, do an end around. Keep your eyes peeled behind us."
Nice. Now everyone is aware of that now. And as you do that, Nexus, as you're kind of making your way to that food cart from Hank, you hear a couple shots come off at you. And let's just see.
I definitely can't avoid those. So.
Yeah, well, it'll be down to a distance DV. The first one's a hit. Second one's a miss. So first one is a hit. Let's see here.
Hopefully he jams.
Ooh. Only 8 points of damage. I don't even know that would get through your SP.
No.
Yeah, so just a thud to your armor. You can tell people are shooting at you as another bullet whizzes past you on your way to Hank's food cart. And then...
yeah.
As soon as she takes cover, I'm like, "So how's your night going?"
And then...
Let's just say I thought this would end differently.
Yeah.
And Raven, or Gnostic, sorry, that guy pops out as Wolvers. That was next to the guy you were attacking. and the guy popped out Wolvers, and he takes a swing at you. So give me your evasion. This is melee, so.
I do have an 8 or higher though, just in case.
Well, yeah, melee you evade anyways, regardless
Yeah.
of reflex.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yep.
Well,
I got a crit success there. Yeah, so he slashes you half your SP, rounded up, 8 points of damage. Don't forget the ablation.
oh,
That's 2 points.
thank you.
Yeah, and then the guy next to him sets off a round at you with his pistol.
Crit and hit your friend. Damn it.
That's messed up.
Oh, and
you
he's
can
shooting at
evade.
me too?
Yeah, the guy next to him sets off a round at you.
I'm gonna actually use 2 points of my luck here.
Shinobi, give us another +2 if you need it.
Nice, thanks,
No,
Shinobi.
I was gonna hold on to that for my attack.
Also valid.
Nice. Hey, you needed it. If you didn't take it, you know. Yeah, so that shot just whizzes right past you, Gnostics. And then you see
Thanks, Wookie.
some of the crime family guys kind of making their way down the sides. They're shooting at booths. Combat is definitely happening. Nexus, back to you as that bullet thudded into you. The one whizzes past you as you make it into the food cart with Hank. What are you doing?
Because of the fact that Hank brought attention that like looking behind, because she probably would try to position herself so that way the direction that Hank described, she could try to fire off in that direction. Did she see anyone? Are they
you
close
see
enough
those
where-
two. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So she's gonna try to shoot the first one that she sees.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Give me your handgun.
Let's hope.
This is
Never
just
know,
going to
fighter
be
guys.
I didn't open up
Did it
the...
not work?
Nexus, please tell me you're getting this on camera. And I'm gonna want footage of this later.
You really want me to get footage of a night market?
Zoom in.
Oh, you're using your SMG?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss. It's just by chart. This guy, this one couldn't dodge. But yeah, you miss. You set off your rounds and it whizzes past him. You got a rate of fire 2 with the SMG, don't you?
Oh, I did. Yeah. Better? I don't think it's good enough. I don't know. 16?
That's a hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
give
it?
me the damage.
Yeah, let's go. I don't know how heavy. 7.
Yeah, it just kind of thuds into his armor. You can tell, kind of hits him in the back as he kind of turns and takes notice to you and Hank there by the food truck, the food cart sort of deal. Jax.
Sidestep around Scare Bear and squeeze off another auto fire shot.
Nice. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, there's a few guys working their way down that side. Let's go for it. No luck. You go full auto. Seems like the group of guys coming down that side are little team members or thugs or whatever. They're kind of aware of you all now. Hyper awareness and easily dodge that.
And duck back behind cover again.
Nice. Gnostics.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on hacking and slashing on this guy.
Go for it. You want to give me both of them? Yeah, go for it. First one's a hit?
One of those-
Or no, first one's a miss, sorry.
Well, I haven't swung yet.
Oh,
I
I'm
was gonna
reading
say
my
you-
number. I was reading my previous evasion, that's funny.
Oh, dude, that evasion. Okay,
I'm like, I beat my own 20.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll for that one because I don't think the +2 is gonna do anything.
Yeah, I gotta beat a 28 with that one.
Yeah, no.
No luck.
But I am gonna use a +2 on this next one.
Go for it, yeah. No, a couple swings.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, he a couple swings and Mrs. Scarecrow.
All right. Is the guys that are mobbing on Gnostics, are they within my movement? My movement being 6. Was I able to move up to them to get into fisticuffs range?
6 movement, 12 meters. Yeah. Yeah, you can get up there.
The one that's got the gun, I would like to go up and try and grapple him.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
All right. This under skills. And this. I've got brawling. Where are you? There you are. Yeah. 23.
Nice. Yeah, you grapple him up.
Yep. My intent is to have a human shield.
Yeah, you grapple him up as you just kind of attention right to you, just kind of surprised as you kind of come right up his side. He didn't even see you before it was too late. And
brush the gun on my side, chin music, wrap around.
Hank C.
All right, so the 2 guys that were trying to go do the end around now have noticed us because of Udahime's shot. So I will go ahead and
Who's
fire
Udahime?
off. Oh, sorry. Never mind. Sorry.
You told me to shoot.
I did tell you to shoot.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
No, I did not tell you to shoot anyone. I said get cover. Anyways, I'm going to start shooting them now. So I will start with the one that Nexus shot earlier and didn't really seem to affect him. So I'll take a couple of shots at him.
Oh yeah, the one that Nexus shot? No evade. It's
Yeah.
just a distance thing. What weapon are you using?
I'm using my excellent heavy pistol.
Nice. Yeah, just a 15.
That's a 22.
I'd say that's a hit. Give me the damage.
Oh, damn it. Almost.
Almost
so
a crit.
14 points of damage on that first attack.
Nice. Pretty good.
And second attack is an 18.
That's a hit. Give me damage. Nice shots.
12 points of damage.
That gets through. And yeah, a couple shots through to that guy as he kind of like duds and absolutely taking notice to you two. But one thing that you do notice about him as he turns and looks, his other guy is still moving forward, kind of fighting with people at the booths there, like from the side as the booth is, oh shit, now they're fighting this way and forward as you're shooting that guy. He's taking hits, but he's still kind of like walking backwards, like it's all happening within seconds. But it's not like he stopped and came towards you, like they're still kind of heading back, like going at the booths, but he's like noticing you shooting at him, like it's all kind of chaotic if you can picture that all happening within seconds,
At this point, he has direct line of fire on us, correct? So
oh, yeah.
If he wants to return fire, he can.
Yes.
Is there any cover between us and them?
No. Well, yeah, you could if it would take more than a turn to get up like into the booths that are in the U in the back, and you could kind of like dive into one of the booths, but it would take your next move.
Yeah, or I'd have to go around the other side of the food cart, which opens me up to the guys.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, this is not a good situation. Okay. I just kind of look at Nexus. I'm like, well, shit got real. Just stay close and try not to get killed.
Yeah, and
I'll do that.
And then you see that guy that's walking backwards takes a shot off at you, Hank.
I do not have any evasion. My reflex is not high enough for any evasion.
Okay, then that's a hit.
Hope the armor.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. Yay!
10
all right.
points of damage.
So, yeah.
Not bad.
My armor stops that.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So
And-
son of.
I know, it hurts, doesn't it? Oh, burns.
You're gonna pay for that one.
And then Gnostics try to evade that Wolver attack from the guy that isn't grappled by Scarecrow. Remember those two guys that were right there? Scarecrow grappled up the guy with the gun, but the other guy with the Wolvers takes another swap at you. Thanks, Punk Generator. Another +2. Man,
so much.
Chat's really coming through for the team today. That's awesome.
We need it.
Nice, you dodged it,
Appreciate
Gnostics.
Thank you.
GM's dice are hot tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
very
are.
much so.
And yeah, Gnostics, you dodge it. Takes a swipe with the Wolvers. You dodge the first one as he, kind of like readjusts his footing and tries to take another swipe at you.
Gnostics just definitely like laughs in his face a little bit.
During a critical success, I might add.
Oh.
I just got a 32. Dice are hot for the GM, I think. I think you were right about it.
See,
I'm not even going to bother with my luck or anything like that. I'm
Because you
getting hit.
laughed. It's because you laughed.
Yeah, it is. It is. What is wrong with you?
I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha!
Like, I know I put the fearless meme in there yesterday, but come on now, guys. Like I wasn't being serious.
Hey, you lunatic! Make sure you don't get yourself zeroed.
No, it's not that bad. Only 10 points of damage. Don't forget your current
It does
SP
not-
in half, though. Your
that's-
current SP, which should be ablated, too.
Yeah.
And reduce that, in half, round it up. And then don't forget,
Yeah.
ablated another one after that damage, too.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, he does that. And then you basically hear some auto fire come from behind you, kind of directed off towards the side, kind of whizzing past you, Gnostic, so you get out of the way of it. But what it does do is it makes you take notice to the fact there's another handful of crime people coming down. A couple females, a couple males. Looks like they have heavy pistols as well, very heavy pistols as well. A couple with submachine guns. But they're coming down the ramp behind the first wave. And you see one of them, the reason you notice is, like I said, as they're coming down, one of them's automatically doing like suppressive fire down the side where Scarecrow and them are. And Scarecrow and Belladonna, you both notice some of the people in the booths like kind of like dodging and taking cover like they were affected by it. But that happens.
We might want to fucking actually count our losses here. I'm gonna fucking get out of here.
You don't fucking say.
Nexus is turn.
Home.
Yeah, so Nexus is going to focus on the person who's now shooting towards Hank. I believe it's the same person that she shot at originally because she misread Hank's memo for the group. It was like, okay, I'm just going to shoot in that direction. So she's going to continue to shoot in that direction.
Yeah, go for it. He can't evade, so you just got to beat 13, I believe. Let me double check that. Yep, 13. Hey, nice.
Oh,
Working on the dot.
Yeah, and normally, CPR rules as written is you go to the defender in this case, but I tend to lean towards the team and kind of homebrew that for the streamlining aspect since we are streaming. So give me the damage.
he is distracted, right?
That too.
That means that I don't think 8 is going to do anything. But I do have another round.
Yeah, go for it. It's a hit. Give me the damage.
All right, let's do it. Come on. Literally the same.
You,
oh
yeah,
my
you
God.
keep getting 8s on damage. That's crazy.
Lord.
Yeah, couple thuds into this guy as he seems to be getting annoyed, and you notice he kind of stops going backwards now, and now he's like tactfully like kind of heading towards you and Hank after those couple hits. But Jax, your turn.
I step out from cover and noticing what happens with Nexus's shots not putting him down or this guy down. I shoot off or I squeeze off an auto fire round in that at the same person.
How many auto fires have you done now? 2?
Yes.
Okay, now your clip's empty. So give me that auto fire.
And let's see. Put another 2 points of luck into this.
Go for it. Ooh, I crit failed, so I think you're gonna
Yeah, we
get
do
this. You just got to beat a 2. I think
We
you
have 3
automatically beat a 2. Let's see by how much though. Oh my God! And you crit failed, but you still beat it. You still beat it. That's awesome. And you get all 4. Give me 2d6. That is crazy. We both crit failed, and you
my
beat it.
God.
Plus,
That was lucky.
Yeah.
He was shooting, but then he also tripped at the same time and fell injured.
Yeah, it's like you both fucked up, but in perfect harmony that it actually worked. You know?
Yep.
Dance of the Swans playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. 5. That's 4, so 20 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, significant amount of damage. You see, like, just some blood spray kind of go up from all those rounds kind of landing into him. But, other than just kind of giving you a glance, he's still seems to be focused on Hank and Nexus over there. Gnostics, over to you. Oh wait, Bella, Jax, any movement? I forgot.
And duck down beneath cover again, or around cover again.
Yeah, Gnostics.
He's gonna take his 2 swipes at the guy with the wolvers, but then like kick off and just start booking it back towards the rest of them. Like, just be like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. But first off, he's gonna do his swipes.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna use one of the. Actually, no, I've used so many of the +2s already. I won't use that.
No, no luck. Give me that second swipe. Ooh, a crit failed. Nice.
Yeah.
You had a crit success. I had a crit fail. Nice swipe. First swipe of your wolvers misses. Second one's a hit. Give me the damage.
9.
Not bad.
Then just kicking back off and then like running, like booking it. Like, I mean, I have a move of 6, so that's 24 meters I can get away from him.
Nice. Yeah, you get all the way back. Well, which way are you going? You know, with
Towards
that
the group being like, let's get the fuck out of here.
well, they're split. You've got Hank and Nexus on one side by the food carts. You've got these pallet stacks and crates where you see Scarecrow and Jax kind of hovering behind. So where are you going?
Scarecrow and
no,
Jax.
Scarecrow is grappled with
Oh, that's
Red,
right.
and
That's
Red
right.
is shooting.
That's right. Scarecrow's right next to you. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Holding
Yeah, then
the
moving
guy with the
towards
gun.
Jax, and I'm just calling out like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you do that. You run your way back over there to where Jax is.
I'm behind cover now.
Yeah. Wait, what's your movement?
Sticks.
No, you're almost there.
Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah, you're there. You're there. Yeah, you get back behind cover and Scarecrow. You've got this guy pretty much grappled up. What are you doing?
Just keep holding him in the grapple. Just basically bracing the pistol against the back of his neck. I'm going to shoot at the guy that Gnostics extricated himself from.
Yeah, go for it. Don't forget you have a -2 because you're in a grapple right now.
This is true. All right.
Yeah.
So just shit, -2 from that. So that one hit
You
anyway.
missed.
All right.
Yeah. Is that a rate of
All right,
fire one? Oh yeah, rate of
it's
fire.
ready to fire 2, but I'm going
Oh,
to.
it is?
It's just a normal.
Oh,
heavy
it's your
pistol.
normal. Okay.
Yeah. So then I'm going to be moving with this guy because someone's going to talk. I'll take my second shot out with the Wolver guy.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
-2, so that's gonna be 14.
Yeah, you pretty
Fire
much.
defender.
Yeah. Give me the damage.
All right.
Then it makes sense. You know, you got him in a grapple. It's more than point blank.
Yep. 14, and then it's 14 plus 3 from my target weakness.
17. Nice. Yeah, you land into him. Hank.
The guy that's coming toward me and Nexus, is he within movement range of me?
Yeah, he is now.
Okay, good. In that case, then it's a free action to stow my pistol and pull my baseball bat, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to drop it. I don't think it's a free action to arm yourself or stow a weapon, is it? Or stow it is, isn't it? I always get those mixed up, but I think you can just drop it if you want.
I'm not dropping the pistol I just bought.
Yeah, I think if you want to put it away, it takes an action. You know what I mean? To arm it or put it away, it takes an action. But if you want to just drop it to grab something else, it does not.
Okay.
Thanks, Renegade. Nice 22-month sub. He's got faith in this team and this brand. I really appreciate that. That's Roten, aka Renegade 420. We give a shout out. Also, one of our patrons on Patreon. I love seeing when he drops in. He lives in Germany, and sometimes the time zones don't work out. He rarely gets to drop into a live stream. So what's up, man?
All right. So what I will say is I will turn to Nexus and say, as I'm dropping my my nice shiny new pistol, please pick this up. And I pull my baseball bat and run straight at the guy that's coming towards us to go in for a couple of heavy swipes at him.
Nice. Go for it. Since this is melee, even though his reflex is below the 80, still gets that evasion. And wow,
Wow.
I crit success that. Yeah, he's
We have +2.
he's hyper.
Yeah.
Give me that second swipe as he's dodging both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use a +2, and I'm gonna drop 2 points of luck into this, so that'll give me a +4.
And you're using one of the +2s.
Yes, I am.
Nice, that's a
There
hit.
you go.
And that
Give
was
me
a
the
crit
damage.
There we go.
and that'll be 12 points of damage.
Nice, not too shabby. His SP's in half rounded up because it's melee.
And as I and just basically like wail into him with the bat and just go, look, don't prolong this. Just run away.
Yeah, you say that as he pops out some wolvers, and just as he takes a couple swipes at you, says to you, "The market's ours," and just takes a couple swipes at you.
All right, I will use my evasion.
Yeah, go for it. There's the first hit, 16.
Where is evasion? All right. How many +2s do we have left?
We have 3.
I will use one of those.
And you counted. I think Shinobi gave you guys one. Gave a +2 recently.
Yeah, no, I
good.
marked that.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Shinobi.
It did not register for some reason.
Does that sometimes.
Oh. Yeah, he gets that swipe on you. Your SP's in half rounded up.
It's not.
8 points of damage. 8 points of damage. SP in half rounded up. Don't forget to ablate it.
Yep.
And then he takes another swipe at you. And with the second swipe Nexus, you notice like first one goes into Hank. Let me get that second evasion. Hank. Nice.
Nope. Failed.
Oh, you got a 14?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, 2 swipes at you. Don't forget, SP in half rounded up, 13 points of damage. That's pretty significant.
Which drops me down to...
And he takes those swipes into Hank. You know, a swipe, a back swipe, as he almost is kind of like thrusting off of him and is continuing his movement up over to you, Nexus. And now he's pretty much right up on you. But he used his actions on Hank. But he's right up on you, and you can see, you know, his eyes glowing, breathing heavy, just looking pretty pissed off. And then the other guy that's grappled up with you, Scarecrow. Yeah, he basically tries to take a shot off at you. Don't forget you're under a -2, but so is he, so that just cancels each other out. So just give me your evasion.
Alrighty, I will.
Yeah. Sorry, was I speaking Chinese when I said we get the fuck out of here?
We're a bit busy at the moment, thanks.
you. Alright.
Occupied.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oof.
9 points of
9.
damage. Are you
Doesn't hit
ablated?
my-
Are you?
No,
okay.
I haven't been hit yet.
Okay. Oh, I thought you got hit by the first. No. Okay.
No, Scarecrow hasn't been hit yet.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, he grappled up, tries to set off a round into you like you did to him, and just kind of thuds into your armor.
All right.
Says the same thing. The fucking night market's ours. Fuck you, and sets off the round into you. The other crime guys are kind of working their way down the side, and now what you notice is they're kind of coming around the edges of where the cover is now. I mean, they're moving slow as they're fighting, working their way up, but now, like, Nexus, you can see there's, like, 3 more guys kind of on the side of the food cart kind of coming up. Hank, you see them kind of making their way up, fighting with the booths. On the other side, you can see there's, like, maybe about 5 more guys coming down that side. One of them even turns over and sets a round off into you, Jax.
Oh, next time I'm leaving you guys behind. This is ridiculous.
Did you roll the hit?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's a hit. Ooh, that's a crit.
No.
You got a broken leg
Oh, no.
and 27 points of damage. I don't know what your SP is, but
My armor's
Okay.
8.
okay, that's
I
not
was
bad.
gonna say, do you pull from the new the thing
The
that
tarot?
yeah, the tarot one. If you get 3 6s, where they have
No,
like
no.
Arthouse Orient came out with that other one.
No.
I was just looking at that.
But yeah, you've got 27 points of damage. Reduce that, so what is that? 19. Don't forget to ablate your SP now from that damage, and you have a broken leg, which I believe you can't move. You pretty much fall prone. Let me just double check that. I've got it right here. Broken leg. Yeah, -40 your movement. And that's a paramedic sort of. There's no quick fix on that. Well, for you, you're a med tech, so you could use paramedic DV13, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, DV13 could be a quick fix for that, Belladonna or Jax. So keep that in mind. Next turn, you could possibly do that. But yeah, he does that. You notice a couple of the crime guys in the back taking some significant damage. A couple bodies drop. You notice a couple people in the booth drop. You guys have been fighting and chaos is happening. This all happens within minutes, within seconds. Each round is only a few seconds. But after all this combat and, Gnostic saying, let's get the fuck out of Dodge, and, you're kind of hypersensitive to the area, you are noticing some of the booths have taken damage. Some of the crime family has also taken damage as well. But they are still progressing, and it does appear that the crime family is outnumbering the booths, considering that there is a second wave coming down the ramp that was pointed out by Gnostics earlier. But yeah, Nexus, your turn.
Okay, so with the I forgot with the SMG that is one-handed, correct? So if I were to pull out my katana to basically get him
Well,
back,
you would have to drop that
problem.
gun to pull out the katana. You have to just drop it like Hank did to pull it. Otherwise, it takes an action to arm it.
Yeah, because he's like up in.
Oh,
like,
he's
not
right in
saying
front of
that,
you. I mean, he's like
no.
Wolvers.
So basically, like she probably will be like, Hank, I'll pick that up later, and then gonna pull out her katana and just strike, and to make
Nice.
sure that this dude does not come any closer.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Give me your melee.
Take a +2, please. I think we've got like 2 left.
Yeah, you got some +2s. You got luck.
Oh God.
Yeah, we have
I do.
That's
let's
a
see.
miss. First one's a miss. You have a second attack.
If I do +4 for the
It still wouldn't be enough. You got to beat a
Still wouldn't be
20. Yeah, you're 15.
Your next one, right?
Oh yeah, because it's 19. I bet.
Yeah, you've got a second.
I can math.
Uh,
+4 it is.
You got an 18. I got a 21. So that's a miss.
But if I add the luck with the +2,
That would only
Plus
bring you
four.
up to 20.
wait, +4? Wait,
+4 would cost you 8. +8.
Did we just use a +2 in that?
She didn't add it in. So
no, I didn't
okay.
add it in.
Oh, there's supposed to be a +2 there, so it should be at 20, is what you're saying?
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out if I added luck, like if I had to try to.
Oh yeah,
do the
you're at
more
20.
significant amount.
You're at 20. You could absolutely add a +2 or luck at double the cost to get up to to beat that 21. It would cost you 2 +2s or 4 luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the 4 luck for sure.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Now give me the damage of that katana. Now it's a successful hit. And that's great because that halves his SP rounded up because it's a
God
melee
dang it.
attack.
Another
What is
8.
going on?
Are you,
Are you serious?
only gonna roll 8s tonight? All 8s for Nexus.
This system hates me.
That's
It is
so
determined
crazy.
to have me die and everyone else on our team. Obviously,
that's okay.
Well,
If anybody dies, we blame Gnostics.
Hey, it
Yes.
at least did some damage though. It did something. It sliced through. You hear him kind of grunt as it did something to him. Maybe not a lot, but it did something. Jax, your turn.
What were you saying for? Since-
Oh, quick
since I
fix.
found- Yeah.
Yeah, quick fix. It would be a paramedic DV13 check.
All right.
Minute, right?
And that's
make
only.
sure-
And it's funny. I was like, man, only a med tech can do it. Oh, that's right. You are a med tech.
Yeah, make sure you're adding in the bonus for your ranks in that, Jax.
Yeah, remember you put your wherever you put
Right.
your points. Yeah, you know how it works.
So Okay.
Cold Spider Chris from Team Veritas is asking how that tarot thing works. Yeah, it's a 3-6 option they have in there. That's why Gnostics was mentioning that. Maybe we'll incorporate if you guys want to take it up a notch for 3-6s.
Add
We can
another
do that.
8.
It's fun.
I like the tarot. The tarots are really cool. Like
Yeah.
I was really impressed with
They're
that.
pretty brutal. Nice.
Yeah.
8. Nope, no fix. You're trying to fix yourself. You're under excruciating pain. You've taken a significant amount of damage. Are you in -2 state of wound right now?
No, I'm not. I'm at
Okay. You're not past
hold
the
on.
halfway point or whatever.
my current hit points is 7.
Oh, then yeah, you should be getting a
Yeah,
-2 on all actions right now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just remember that. Yeah, you're
Alright.
in that wound, what is it, serious wound state or whatever it's called. Yeah, so -2 to all actions. As you're leaking blood, your leg is broken, you're under excruciating pain, and whoever's right there, I guess no one is right there, so no one would really notice. You notice that Jax took some damage, but no one knows how significant it is. Like
That was a major action, though, right?
yeah,
For me to do the quick fix.
yeah, that's your action.
Could have just done a freaking speed heal.
Oh, yeah, do a speed heal. But Gnostics, over to you. As you're running back, yeah, you would notice. You notice, Jax. That's right. You were kind of running back on that side.
You'll not hear me. Like, let's fucking book it.
And you notice Jax on the ground, bleeding and really fucked up with a broken leg.
You freaking lunkhead dude got us into this.
I can't fucking. I don't know. A doctor fucking grab me. Like, help her up. Like, under my. Like, so I'm walking.
Remind
with
me
her,
to do some reverse healing on you later.
Rivet. Oh, okay. Let's just get the fuck out of here. And like, he's like lifted up Jack so that she can lean on him, and then he's gonna try to hobble out.
I'm still gonna reverse heal you when we get the chance.
That's fair.
Nice. Yeah, you start kind of going out, like I said, the side kind of pillars on each side are kind of a way out. Going that way, you can make it that way. It is a little bit dangerous because of the fact that those crime guys that just went through kind of shot at Jackson or continue on with the boots are kind of right in that vicinity. So Gnostics and Jax each give me a stealth. Remembering, Jax has a -2.
If I'm helping her like that, is there any sort of negative to or penalty to my evasion or anything like that?
No, I mean, well, yeah, you have a -2 because it's like considered a grapple.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah.
That's what I think.
So yeah, give me your stealth. Both Jax and Gnostics.
9.
The 32.
Nice. Yeah, as you're kind of going through, you're carrying her. You notice like some of them kind of like take notice and fight, but it's hard to tell what's going on. Gnostics is being very stealthy. Jax is leaking blood and just can't help but make some grunting noises over the pain and such. She's not being as stealthy as you, Gnostics. But over to Scarecrow.
Sing bum.
All right. Sierra's gonna call. Okay, stack up. We're leaving.
Ooh.
And he's going to move over and just help provide a little extra cover with the meat shield for everyone else to skedaddle, and I'll take up the caboose.
Nice. Yeah, you start working your way up with the meat shield. Also, shout out to Stink Palm. Gave the team a +2 and a critical injury. So yeah, you use your meat shield. You're kind of working him back towards Gnostics and Jax as you see them kind of trying to work their way out the side. Any action other than movement?
Yeah, I'll. Is there someone in like reasonable range directly line of sight?
Yeah, I mean, there's like about 5 crime dudes over on the side where Gnostics and Jax are kind of trying to cut through where they shot Jack. There's also the one you see kind of fighting with Nexus right up in Nexus's face where Hank C is, and there's another one back behind there. There's 3 guys off to your left, off to the side, kind of working their way down the side, and there's like a handful behind you that are coming down the ramp. You have options.
I'm gonna cover our rear flank. And target rich environment is the only rich we will be. So there we go.
Go for it.
All right, 20. That should hit.
Ooh, that's great. 25.
Ooh, Damn.
Yeah, he
Kinda
sees
fucking
it
around.
coming, does a little bit of dodging. Hank, over to you.
I've got one more shot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you have a rate of fire too. I apologize.
It's all
Go
good.
for it.
All good.
I keep trying to take that second
two.
shot from you.
Damn it.
Oh my gosh!
Damn.
Should
Yeah.
let the longest solos. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Couple shots as you're grappling this guy back, and you know it makes sense. You're holding the guy. You've got your negative. You're grappling the chaos. Like you're having a hard time. You're in a fucked up situation. Hank, over to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Damn it! All right, Hank's gonna have his white knight moment. Moving toward Nexus and the guy that's attacking her.
Let's get your gun and get the hell out of here.
Hank cannot do that. I cannot do that at all. And I will go ahead and take 2 swings at the guy that's attacking Nexus. And if I hit on one of these, I am going to use that critical injury that Sting Palm gave us.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
First evasion is only a 14. Go for it.
That's
Nice,
a
that's a
19.
hit. Give me the
That's
damage.
going to hit. Well, let's see if I get a critical injury on my own, which...
Oh yeah, you want to do both?
Well, no,
Oh,
I
damage. Yeah, I
I
got
did
it.
not. So yeah, I only got 5. But he's had some damage done to him. But I am going to go ahead and use that critical injury from Sting Palm on this guy.
Nice. Yeah, give me the 2d6.
2d6.
And you
I
can tell that
do
this guy is pretty beat up now. You know, he's taking some damage.
You right click on the DC.
Yep.
You got it. Yeah.
Oh,
How
yeah.
does it
12.
12 is
Head's a canoe.
dismembered leg. The dismembered leg is gone. -6 to move. You cannot dodge attacks. Base death save penalty is increased by 1. So yeah, coming up behind him with a spiked bat is hard as hell, and you know when it clunks on that leg, like you notice it was a cyber leg, so it had a sort of shatter break to the mechanics, and where it kind of hinges to his hip and completely just shatters out of it as he kind of screams, looking back, and then noticing that you were behind him, coming up right behind, because obviously he was ready to attack Nexus, but you shattered as he kind of like crumbles down to the ground. And yeah, any movement? Or I guess you had to use your movement. You went back up to him. You still have a little bit of movement.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of movement, and I still have a second attack.
Yeah.
Because he's not down yet.
Right.
He's gone prone at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does that give me any kind of bonus to my attack roll?
No, but I mean he can't evade anyways.
Okay. All right. So in that case, then,
So it's like a free hit, you know.
yeah, basically. Yeah. All right. I will go ahead and do a second attack against him.
Give me the damage.
Well, I rolled a 22 anyway, so
I mean,
damage on,
he can't dodge.
Damage on this is going to be 9 points of damage.
Nice. It's decent. Yeah, another thud to his body as he coughs up a little bit of blood, giving
And
you
as
a yeah. What was that?
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just giving you a dirty look, coughing up some blood. What do you do?
At that point, I look at him and go, "Stay the fuck down. We're leaving. Do not follow us."
Yeah.
At which point, I look at Nexus and say, "Grab our guns. Let's go."
Maybe he's a fan.
Yeah, and you see him kind of retract his wolvers and like wipe the blood and start like scurrying backwards away from you, Hank, and like grabbing on his hip and leg as blood's kind of like squirting out. And he's like quickly turning pasty white. Yeah, he's crumbling away. But yeah, the guy with you, Scarecrow, takes a shot off at you point blank. Again,
Cease and desist
Don't-
your fuckery.
don't put a negative because you're both under the same circumstance, you know.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. All right. That's fine. Where? I'll get used to this sheet fucking eventually.
We will.
All right.
I'm loving Fantasy Grounds, by the
I
way.
love it too. Me too.
It's so good.
This is way better than Roll20. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was weird.
Yep.
Okay. Did the roll show for you guys?
No. I'm just
No,
looking
I
at
didn't.
my handgun of 15.
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. You dodge it. It takes a shot. You dodge it. Yeah. You see that guy kind of crawling away from you, Hank. The other guy takes notice and is still fighting with some of the booths. The people in the back are still taking shots at the booth, kind of going around, and the sides are going. But on the side where Gnostics was super stealthy and Jax just wasn't stealthy enough as that group, like I said, that kind of took notice. He aims back and takes a shot off at Jax. Yeah, that's a hit.
Holy hell.
19. That might be bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
I think that's death save.
Bad.
Yeah, that's
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, Gnostics, that shot goes off. Jax, that round lands into you so heavy. You feel it take your breath away as things just kind of start turning black for you, and you just kind of are just losing consciousness, and you're barely able to focus. And Gnostics, you just feel kind of like as you're helping her go, just like instant dead weight as you heard that shot go off amongst all the chaos as you realize Jax is knocking on death's door. The rest of the operatives are fighting with boots and kind of doing what they're doing, with the exception of that one that took notice from that salty stealth sort of move. But that's what happens. And Nexus, over to you.
Yeah, no, Nexus is not going to be sticking around for this. She did not sign up for this craziness. So she's going to grab the guns. Like, that's going to be her action. And then she's going to basically move in the direction wherever Hank is, like, headed as well. Like, to get out of Dodge.
I need to
Like,
make the
basically
death
going
save, right?
What was that?
I need to make that death save, right?
When it's your turn.
Okay.
Can she use the minus 2 that we have?
Death save is at the end of your next turn, I believe, or whatever, your next turn when it happens.
Is she able to use the minus 2?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, you can't use pluses or any the chat rewarded bonuses other than general skill checks. I don't like using it on rank roll ability checks or death saves. I think it's too much, you know. But yeah, Nexus, you start making your way over, just trying to get the fuck out of Dodge.
I'm definitely gonna grab the gun.
Yeah, scooping him up on the way as that guy with the wolvers, you see, just kind of collapses down, just dies
Like,
within
lifts up
seconds.
her kimono, the bottom of that kimono, to try to move faster. She's like ready to go Naruto run if necessary.
Yeah.
With the guns in tow.
Keep it out of the blood, yeah.
Yeah, literally, like, because he's coming, his blood is flowing in that what direction? She's like, no, I don't want.
And then, and as you do that, over to Jax. Jax, you're barely holding on as you're bleeding out. You're going in and out of consciousness. You're basically dying. So you got to give me a 1d10. You got to give me a death save. It's got to land under your body stat for you to stay alive.
On Fantasy Grounds.
Oh, they have a death save?
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool, awesome.
It's
See,
a save.
I'm not a player, so I don't get to see that. Again, I love Fantasy Grounds. So cool.
So as I do this, looking dead ass at Gnostics, I'm flipping him the finger.
Nope. Oh no. Nope. She's gone.
So, yeah, Jax just goes limp onto Gnostics. Gnostics, the last thing you see is Jax basically flicking you off and coughing up some blood and going limp as you're just basically holding Jax's dead body. What was that, Jax?
Slow, like really faint, like a fading voice, like fucking bastard.
I was mad respect for Jax going out Constantine style. just the slow finger. But holy shit.
Gnostics, your turn. Actually, let's take a 5-minute bio break. I think I need that. We'll be right back. Don't anyone go anywhere. Mics are hot.
Oh god.
Wow.
Oh.
I forgot that this is not like D&D where you have multiple, like...
Yeah,
No.
it's
Oh my god.
one roll.
I forget.
every roll means you're you're
don't-
playing the odds.
And I don't have a trauma team package, so with trauma team, there's a possibility of revival, but no.
So the
don't
speed,
have it.
so what you have in your bag, there's nothing in there that
No.
you can basically go
All that is death preventative. Can't be used after the fact.
Yeah, and yeah, speed heal. All that does is it gives you an immediate boost to your HP total, but you have to be at 1 or higher for it to work.
Yeah.
Cool.
I should have used the speed heal instead of trying to do that quick fix.
My goodness.
It's the dice have been
dice have
super
been
hot on the
brutal.
GM side, yeah.
So brutal towards us.
And so
like,
but also like chat, y'all have been coming through.
Thank you so much,
the
Chat.
nines with all the plus twos. Thank you so much for your support so far.
I'm like in shock right now.
I'm sweaty. I need a drink.
Oh my gosh.
I had a Mad Mags moment. If you for those of you that have
I'll be right back.
followed Nomads, you guys know what I'm talking about.
I mean, that's the unicorn. That is absolutely the truth. Like, the thing about Cyberpunk, and this is true of Cyberpunk 2020 and Cyberpunk Red. Man, combat is fucking lethal.
I didn't even get the chance to go out like Rebecca.
Yeah, it is not something to be taken lightly. Like, it is something that can go wrong that quickly.
New character.
I'm so sorry, Raven.
It happens. Things get messy.
Yeah, but I liked Jax, man. Jax was one of my favorites in this group. It definitely does, Unicorn. It is that, like, they talk about it in the game and they talk about it in Edgerunners. Like the idea that, you know, you're walking around in Night City, you can catch a stray bullet and you're gone. Like that's Night City. That's this dystopian hellscape. Like, violence is an everyday occurrence. There's a body lottery in Night City for, you know, people guessing how many dead bodies have been found in a given district, and that's the body lottery. Put Jax on the menu at the Afterlife. I mean, we can try. We can certainly try. Problem is, we're going to have to deal with some serious repercussions now. Please be kind with the NPC. Oh, Stink Bum, I love you dearly. Oh man,
this was really unexpected.
Oh, very much so. Like, I mean, oh, you're gonna love my You're gonna love my reaction though when Hank actually finds out about this. You're gonna love it.
How will Gnostics live with himself?
It's not a question of how will Gnostics live with it. It's how much longer will Gnostics live.
Oh wow! I had to like.
Take
a second.
I request a Viking burial.
Cold Spider, you take that shit back right now. Cold Spider, you take that shit back right now.
Crack open a can of Smash, just piss on him till he rests. Oh, chrome dome bitch.
You do not bring that kind of bad juju in here.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, no.
Even a rank,
No.
Even a rank 10 solo would look at Adam Smasher and be like, you know, can we talk?
You're fucking kidding me, right?
On your side. No!
That was good.
Yeah, can we talk? I have a very limited skill set, and that is not among them. Meat.
You guys know who Ares is?
Wait, the Greek. Wait, hold on. I'm like,
Me and
God.
John.
Wait.
Cyberpunk Ares.
Oh.
Sadly, I know Shadowrun Ares more than I know Cyberpunk Ares.
He's another cyber psycho that he happens to work for NCPD.
Okay.
Ex-CIA operative.
Yeah, I think I remember reading something about him in one of the Splat books.
I said too much. Never mind.
How dare?
He
How dare?
He may or may not be employed by Centurion
Oh God.
in my campaign. Centurion is the Martian version of Max Hack.
Okay.
Oh, I love that name.
Yeah, that's bomb, Raven. I love that.
Well, I mean, the city is named freaking Olympus Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the one. It was not cyberpunk, but it's very like it was more like Expanse / Altered Carbon theme. And there was an ongoing theme because the Mars colony on that one was called Hades, which
I love it.
yeah, that's obviously that's where I made my character come from because that's where all the space rednecks were.
I love that.
I made a floating or a traveling nomad pack, and their Tracy mentioned it yesterday on stream, is that their flotilla of mishmatched interconnected spaceships is called the Attila.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just imagining like their what their patch would be like. How the Aldecados have like the their flaming skeletal horse. State Nation has the snake. I was imagining like a very like Byzantine profile of like a war elephant, like just spray painted on the side of a ship. I've got a bunch of friends that go to Wasteland Weekend. They love doing those kinds of designs. Their whole thing was in Wasteland was the lead jackals, and they were basically like the whole thing is Wasteland arms dealers. So there's a lot of kit bashing of just crappy pipe guns.
I'm just so pissed that I kept rolling 8s. What in the freaking A?
You'll
Like,
keep company
why?
with my nomad player who I've never seen someone consecutively fumble so many times. It's like Becca, if you're watching, I love you, brother, but yeah, the RNG hates you.
I'm like, really? Okay. But it's just, you know, it's doing its thing.
That was a
Feel
tough
personally
fight.
responsible.
As you should. That's okay. We'll find a product that can give you some therapy, or just we get a big old thing of Nova Jane and just smoke the entire container in her honor.
Raven, if we ever meet in real life, I give you full permission to kick me in the balls.
All right.
Hey, it happens. It's freaking, and that's the nature of the game.
I don't know if you just heard my wife.
What was that?
I
the
heard
nature of
something.
the-
I couldn't hear the whole thing.
This is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
It's what we do. So
It's
This
Live
is the
fast.
first actual death, not like story-driven death, like, through someone quitting a campaign. Like, this is the first one I've dealt with in this game, and I've been playing it for a while.
Well, let's get back to it. Let's see how we deal with it. Hey, everyone can see us now. They could hear us the whole time. Thanks, chat, for rewarding some things. I saw Stink Bomb put in there. Enter an NPC. I saw Cold Spider requested be Atom Smasher. I won't be that mean. I saw Stink Bomb said be nice with the NPC, and he redeemed it. He paid for it. So I will absolutely be nice about the NPC situation. As let's get back into the game. I got
Morgan
some options.
Blackhand saves the day.
You're all together pretty much in this night market, trying to get out. Chaos is happening. You had about a dozen crime family operatives, a little more than a dozen, coming down, kind of splitting off. Handful in the center as Gnostics runs right up the center to try to take them all on. And then more started coming down the ramp behind that. Some sneaking around the back and the side. Nexus and Hank had to deal with. But the ones on the side there, as Gnostics and Jax was already fucked up, broken leg and all, knocking on death's door. Gnostics trying to carry her out the side, but they just weren't stealthy enough as the groups are kind of paring down the side. And yeah, they noticed. They noticed the failed stealth and saw them kind of trying to get out. As one just takes another shot off at Jax, and it's where the dice fell. It's the amount of damage that happened. Put her on death save, and she failed. It's how the dice fall sometimes, I basically was, playing the scene as real as I could with that many crime people taking on a night market. An edge runner team of 5 with 1 solo, a rocker, a net runner, a med tech, a media, taking on over a dozen crime family. It's dangerous. It's not just cyberpunk dangerous, but the scene itself was fucked up and dangerous, and it still is, there's still gunshots going off, chaos is happening as you're still trying to get out of there. But I am going to give a couple options here, because Stink Bomb spent these points to try to give us some type of NPC, and he wants it to be positive. I see him, trying to use the max points he has saved up to redeem something to try to help the situation, right? And I don't want to take that from him, and I also don't want to take from the team a sort of chance here for Jax. I also don't want to continue the session, which we still have more to do, with Raven the player just sitting there watching us, So we have a couple options here, and I'm gonna put this out there maybe a little homebrew, maybe just a little GM discretion here, but here's the options. Enter an NPC. During all this chaos and the gunfights are going on and bullets are going crazy, all of a sudden you hear like the rumble of some AVs or something going on. You can't tell, but it's a rumble coming from almost all the way around this parking garage, as you just hear about 10 times the amount of gunshots and explosions that have been happening currently. As you try to get out of the parking garage, and you see coming in from the sides, coming down the ramp, some type of corp operatives, as they just kind of bust in and just start taking out the crime family people and fucking up the night market. They're literally coming in and sweeping through and just taking out everyone, as the normal patrons have already cleared by now, running in a panic the second the shit set off. It's really just your team, the night market vendors, their entourages and security, Mr. K, which you can't even see anymore. He went somewhere out the back, and they're just all fighting this crime family. But now these corporate operatives have now entered. They're just basically fucking everyone up and taking them out as you're able, through that chaos and that sort of backlash to the assault that has happened from the crime family. You've been able to use that basically to get out of the parking garage and out that side. But as you pop out and through these exec operatives, one thing you notice is like they're not shooting at any of you. It's just as you realize that, you see Cromwell standing in a parking lot surrounded by maybe about 6 or 7 operatives. You see his assistant standing there, and he's just standing like this in the side of the parking lot, just staring at you all as you're coming out the side of the building. And he's just staring and shaking his head as you approach. And I'll let you all approach for a moment, and then I'm going to kind of give you a couple options here. But go ahead and respond to that as the corporate operatives come in, fucking everyone up as you slip out, and now you realize it's Raven Microcybernetics, and Cromwell's just standing there.
Can I insist that Gnostics takes actually a 1d6 in humanity loss for that?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh, okay. 2.
The Jacks end up in hell.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm retrieving my crown.
Hell yeah.
No, I was like, that's not fair.
Nexus will give Hank, while they're kind of walking in that direction, because they basically now have joined together.
Stowing the baseball bat, putting the new pistol I bought.
And I'm gonna be like,
my hip
I have a
holster.
feeling you're gonna need this.
At which when I see Jax is gone.
Oh yeah, everyone sees
we
this
see it
now.
now?
Oh, everyone sees it now as you kind of get together, and you see Noxus kind of dragging Jax's lifeless body. I mean, just bloodied up, just completely fucked up, broken leg, dangling.
I am on a mission. As soon as I get close to Gnostics, my hand goes around his throat and my gun is at his temple.
We don't have time for that. Hank.
Nexus, this is not the time. Stop talking.
Pull the
This
fucking
is
trigger,
on-
mate. Pull
This
the
is
fucking
on
trigger.
you. Stupid motherfucker. She's dead because of it. And I don't squeeze hard enough to cut off your airway completely, but I squeeze as hard as I can, and you can feel, this is the hand with the rippers in them, like you can feel that they are right under the surface. Like, this is on you. Give her to me now.
Pull the fucking trigger, mate.
I put my gun away and I take
He needs help.
Jax off it. I take Jax off of him. And I look immediately to Cromwell.
What's the rest of you doing though, as Hank, choking on Gnostics, having that situation pretty intense on your way
Nexus
walking
was
across?
trying to get his attention to like focus on Jax, so that was why she said what she said. Like, we don't have time for that. If basically there's something that can be done, that was basically what she was trying to get across. So she was trying to go to Jax, but then now Hank has Jax in arms.
Scarecrow has his prisoner, and you just see that his nose has gone. Whomever they are, their nose is sharing more DNA with a pancake as he's just flexed his hand around their face, and it just like sheets running down under their chin. It's like, we'll have words. First, I'm talking to the boss. The one that kept you alive that can keep you alive is not here anymore. So it's you and me, Mr. Cromwell.
Yeah, and as you approach, Cromwell's just shaking his hand. He looks over, and you see two of the operatives out of like the 7 that are around him, or the entourage that's around him, kind of walk right up to you, Scarecrow, and they kind of grab the guy out of your hand. I mean, just yanking him out of your hand as one of them just puts a couple rounds into the guy's head, and they just drop that body to the ground and make their way over to Cromwell. And Cromwell's still shaking his head, but he looks up and he says, "Well, I told you to stop fucking around and get on the mission, and now we lose. Now we lose somebody. We lose someone in the team. I put money into this. Do you have any idea what you have done?"
Fucking money, mate. Fucking money. I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you right here. And like nothing starts advancing at Cromwell.
And Garrus is gonna latch out with a hand.
Let him go. Let him
No.
go. If he wants to commit suicide by corpo, let him go.
This has gone beyond mere morals. This has gone into moral accounting. Mr. Cromwell, you were here to get supplies to most cleanly do the run.
Right.
This occurred.
Yeah, it seems like you engaged in something that got a bit out of hand. It seems like you didn't really give the mission the importance that it deserved. You didn't give it priority. Sure, come, buy what you need. Get back on the fucking mission. I even called and warned you about this. I warned you about this. This is fucking ridiculous. He looks over to his assistant and starts talking. And now this is the point where I want to kind of give it up because of, Stink Palm redeeming the Enter NPC, it being the Cromwell action, at least dead in the situation. Now at this point, I'm going to leave this up to Raven. Raven the player, not Jax Belladonna the character, but Raven. And chat, if you want to offer opinion here, feel free. But there's a few options here. Jax has died. She failed the death save. She's dead. However, Cromwell could potentially have some type of like experimental speed heal med tech on his entourage, which I absolutely had into play with other teams before. I did something similar with the Arasaka operatives for Team Sirenscape. They just never actually got to that point. I ended up killing them in the brain dance, so it was all fake. However, it absolutely makes sense to me. He's got some experimental sort of speed heal. They could add a moment, since this literally happened minutes ago. Rock that and go for it and give that a shot, and I will allow it to be a sort of luck check, right? So we can do a luck check that either the med tech's there, they have the speed heal, or that it works. Or you can be okay with dying and you just want to make a new character for fun for next time we come back. Or you already have a potential other character lightly in mind. You don't have to get into too much detail, but maybe enter that new character with the entourage, because I could also picture Mr. Cromwell being so cold as quickly being like, you know what, you fucking, here's your replacement. Get back to the mission. You see what I'm saying? I can see it going any one of these ways, and still being dystopian and pretty fucked up, and still putting some of this to chance, but giving an opportunity for Raven to maybe not completely give up on Jax and Belladonna if she doesn't want to lose the character. I'm all for being brutal and keeping it real, and especially in Cyberpunk, and you go where the dice go, and I don't fudge my dice, but sometimes I will give little chances and some alternate options, you know what I mean? I've done it with my other teams, and I'd like to do it here. And I'm going to leave it up to Raven to make that decision, whatever she wants to do. And again, if chat wants to chime in any opinion or be part of that, feel free, but it's ultimately Raven's decision. I'm going to change Sirenscape to city sounds while you just take a moment to think about that. If anyone else wants to chime in opinion to Raven or give advice or talk about it, go for it while she thinks about this.
I trust your opinion on this, Raven. You do what you feel is best.
Gnostics and Will both feel incredibly remorseful and responsible for this.
Hey, you know,
like I said, it's the nature of the game. For us, it gets, sometimes this is as real as it gets.
And
So,
and you know, you got to play Gnostics real too. You know, I've had other teams where like, you know, the player wouldn't do this, but you know what? I'd be damned if my character wouldn't fucking do this stupid thing or whatever. You know, like sometimes you got to lean into the role play and be that character. And I think you did, and I think it was great. I think this was a really intense scene, and as much as you feel bad, I think the character Gnostics should feel bad. But as a player, like, fuck, man, Cyberpunk can get dark and fucked up. You know. And let's keep this in mind. I like Stink Palm's idea here, saying, I don't know about coming back from the dead. It might fuck you up even more. I would say, like, let's do something like that. Like, if she does decide to go the MedTech experimental speed heal route and you know, passes a luck check or whatever, and I'll allow +2s on that luck check, or negative or whatever. But if that does happen, I'm absolutely going to come up with something weird. That goes with it, like a mental condition, something else, and this is beyond the dual personality. Like, absolutely, if you come back from the dead, there's going to be something, you know.
I was gonna say, the third personality gonna come out?
What was that? One at a time.
I said, is the third personality gonna come out now?
Exactly. You know, I mean, something like that should happen. What did you say?
That would turn her into calamity.
Oh shit.
Calamity from the other stream
Nomads.
team. Yeah, Nomad stream team. Anybody that's not familiar from chat. But yeah, any other opinion from the team? What does Nexus think about all this, or Bree?
I am in agreement with pretty much everyone else. Like, in the end, you know, any of those options, like you said, make sense. But you know, of course, it is like, this is your character that you've built and played out, and that we all know and love. And in the end, you know, it's your choice. So it's hard. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'll add this too. Like, I love giving alternate options if it makes sense to story to do stuff.
Yeah.
You know, still keeping it brutal,
does.
still keeping chance, still some dice rolls, things like that. But keep in mind, if that ever happens to any of my players' characters, you only get one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, this is your
Right,
chance.
yeah.
Now you die again. I'm not going to try to come up with something, you know, to give you options.
Yeah,
but
that's
you know,
fair.
absolutely, let's come up with some options. I love it. You know, I don't want to lose Belladonna and Jax, but I will if you want to. You could be somebody else. We can just lean into the reality of what happened or not. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's.
What do you think? You want to?
I'm more than prepared to jump to a new character, because I've already got one that's kind of interconnected with Jax. They're actually very good friends, and they would take it. To Gnostics' detriment, they would take this really personally.
Ooh, that's
Nice.
spicy.
Well, if you want to
A
go
little
that
bit
route,
Elena Hawkeye moment.
But yeah, let's go with this with the experimental.
nice. Let's do it. Because you know what, you can go with the experimental, and if you face or you fail the luck check to see if you're lucky enough for it to work, right? Then you can always lean onto that alternate character idea. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right.
So yeah, I like it.
We have the
Well-
-2s as well.
How many -2s?
We have 2 -2s.
Yeah. So you want to roll a 1d10. It needs to be under your luck stat, and you can
Okay.
use -2s.
Can't she use multiple ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you got, you can use it. I'll
Use both
allow
of
it for
them.
this one.
Please use both of them.
I'm up at 2. All right. Is that D6? No.
No, D10.
Okay. I thought I got the D10. I'm up to 2.
What was it?
With the negative, with the negative 2s, it brought it down to 2. So it's my luck is an 8.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So as all this tense moment with Cromwell talking shit, the operatives coming up and kind of grabbing that guy out of Scarecrow and taking him down, and Cromwell explaining like, you're fucking things up. You should have stayed on planet. God damn it. And he looks over and goes like that. And you see a couple of them kind of run over to you, Hank, a couple of the operatives, and just kind of yank Jax out of your hands, as you notice one kind of working a speed heal into Jax, as they pull her into one of the AVs that's in the back, and you see them kind of working on her or doing something with her back in the AV. And yeah, they start working on her and doing something. And Mr. Cromwell just goes on and says, you're lucky I got here when I did. We have a little something we're going to try out. She comes back, you get back on the fucking mission. I don't want any more excuses. I don't want any more delays, or I'll flatline you myself.
Yes, sir.
What does he have spoken? I want to know.
And he turns around and goes back to the AV, and you see him talking with the operatives. A couple others kind of go over, and they're all messing with Jax over by this AV, as the other operatives are just kind of staying where they were in the entourage with his assistant. But two of them kind of separate off and go back into the parking garage. As you notice, a lot of the gunfire and combat sounds have kind of died down. It sounds like their wave of corporate operatives have kind of cleared out the night market as these two kind of pair off and go off to check that out. But it leaves you four standing there with just a handful of operatives and Cromwell's assistant nearby. But the rest of Cromwell and them are over by the AV working on Jax. What are you four doing as you stand there and you have a moment amongst yourselves? And you notice Gnostics looks stressed out. Hank looks pissed. Well, everyone's a little uneasy.
Did the Cromwell have the Netrunner type that usually manhandles our implants?
Mm-hmm.
Scarecrow's just unblinking, just at that motherfucker.
Yeah, as you're looking at him, he starts, and then he pulls up the hologram and is like,
You know what happens when you shock someone, right? They seize. Do you see where my finger is? Don't. You'll put the boss in danger.
okay, well, stop giving me the death look. You're making me uneasy.
Aw. Should we really consider your fucking feelings?
Stop acting like food. Get in the fucking AV.
Yeah, and they pretty much are standing there, pretty much waiting as you see them working on Jax in the back, in the AV.
I walk over to Scarecrow and just kind of put my hand on his shoulder and I just say, from this point forward, you need to keep me away from Gnostics. Even if Jax survives this. And then I look at Gnostics. As much as I like your cat, find a new place to live. I don't want to be in the same park as you.
Gnostics just nods, just looking up and just.
Yeah, and
Okay.
go on.
Oh, that all he just said. He's yeah, mate.
Yeah, and Jax, put your body plus your will back into your HP for now.
Okay.
As suddenly you come back from dead. You basically flash back through a bright white light sort of feeling as you get like a pins and needles under your skin over your entire body. And then you feel like you're falling. And right when you hit the ground, you sort of have that moment where you wake up from a dream feel. And you realize you're in this back of a modded out AV, sort of shipping AV that has medical equipment in the back of it. And you basically come to in the back of that, surrounded by a few operatives. It looks like maybe one of them is a med tech, another tech messing with equipment. And they're currently like stabilizing your leg. You can see they're kind of putting it into some type of cyber splint or something, and it's a bit confusing, but you're back. You're in a lot of pain, absolutely a ton of pain. It seems like you've been given no painkillers, but you have some HP back. You're alive, and maybe think about what you saw and what happened while you were dead for over a minute of time, a couple minutes. Maybe there's a story there that comes out later, something that Jack saw or went through, during that crazy moment. But you come back, and it's confusing, and you're fucked up, but you're alive and you're in this AV. The rest of you, through everyone standing around and the combat noises dying down from the night market, over distant sirens and sounds of combat zone sort of activities, you distinctly hear Jax's voice kind of like cough out and maybe say a few words in confusion as she comes out. What might Jax do as she comes out of this and comes back to reality?
The first thing I would say is, hang on a minute. What the fuck am I doing here? I had my crown in my hand. I was sitting on my throne. And I wake up here. What the fuck?
Yeah, and the four of you hear all that. And Jax, just as you say that, the other techs, talk to each other. Oh, she's back. Yep, hook her up. And they're kind of like doing some other IV stuff and hitting you with some nanobot stuff. Like you can feel like that sort of internal nanobot fixing your bones and tendons inside your body and your broken leg and such. As Cromwell leans into this sort of transport AV and just says, good, I'm glad you're back. You got to get back to work. So heal up, get some composure, and meet me outside when you're ready. He turns around and starts walking back over to the four of you standing there. What do you four do as all that happens? You distinctly hear Jax come back from dead.
Gnostics immediately drops to his knees, like the air sucked out of him as he's like.
Because I'm still gripping Scarecrow's shoulder. Scarecrow, you feel Hank just like dig in, and just the weight kind of leaves his body, and he actually is using you to keep himself upright.
Scarecrow just nods, does nothing. He is from a tradition of where silence is silence and stiff upper lip is strength.
Nexus would be kind of standing off, like kind of separated after that, like basically after that interaction with Hank, and obviously that whole thing happened between him and Gnostics, and now he's over with Scarecrow. She's kind of separating herself because of the fact that she's like, they're dealing with whatever they're dealing with. She's just kind of looking off, kind of waiting to see what Cromwell has to say next.
Yeah, and I'll turn back to face Cromwell and just kind of go.
Yeah. He walks up, looks pretty serious, but again, anytime you see Cromwell, he always just has this sort of swagger to him, right? Like you can tell he comes from money. He's got the power. He's got a bit of arrogance to him, but he's definitely taking this a bit serious as he walks up. Well, I saved your girl. She's back from the dead. You can thank me later. In fact, you can thank me by finishing this fucking gig finally. Get the job done for the company. Any more delays, and well, I'll flatline you myself, and we'll just get a new team on this. Don't fuck up my investments. He turns around and goes back to the AV, and then you see like the operatives kind of moving out of the way as Jax. You feel your leg kind of in this cyber splint. You actually can use it now. It's just broken and already can walk on it with the use of this sort of temporary cyber leg splint sort of deal. You have enough HP. They like help you up. They detach you from all the items and mechanisms and things that are attached to you that are keeping you basically functioning alive while you were dead. And you're on your feet. You're back to normal. Cromwell kind of gestures you out of the AV and says, "Okay, get back to your team. Get back on the fucking gig. Stop wasting my time." And he gets back. He gets into the AV. You hear him talking to the assistants. Gets out. Gets into one of the other AVs that are lined up as, they kind of get in and those fly off. There's a couple other AVs there as you see some of the operatives, there's, like I said, a bunch of them that came in, more than a couple dozen that have swarmed the place, are starting to come out, and you see them like dragging cases, dragging weapons. You see like racks of kimonos, you see weapons, you see all kinds of shit. They're just hauling out of this night market and loading into AVs and shit and loading up to fly away. What are you five doing?
Can I say something before?
Oh yeah,
Can
absolutely.
I say something before Mr.
Definitely.
Cromwell takes off?
Yeah.
So as he says that to me, I just say, thank you very much, sir. Sorry for the trouble. We didn't mean it. I was so lost. Thank you for bringing me back.
He turns to you. Everyone gets one. And he turns around.
Promise not to waste it.
I immediately make my way over to Jax and kind of put her arm around my shoulder and just go, "Come on, I'll help you walk."
As Cromwell leaves, Scourge takes the cigarette he was smoking, just goes, discards it. Fucker.
Gnostic says under his breath as he watches the AV that Cromwell's in, and just says like under his breath, like, after all, by the time this is all over, I'm gonna rip your spine out. I swear it.
Yep. And all the AVs fly off. What does Nexus say? Or is she still standing in silence currently?
She would wait until basically like the AV had gone, so then that way Cromwell wasn't in earshot. How did you not flatline that asshole?
Because he has a kill switch in us.
Put one in you too.
If you
Believe
got
it or not.
if you got cyberware from them to join this team, it's in you too. They can track where we are, and he can kill you with the press of a button. Insurance.
I don't like being threatened, especially by a fucker there.
Well, look on the bright side. Part of our gig is learning how to take down an exec without witnesses. I would say this is a dry run for a future encounter with that asshole.
You might not want to fucking fuck around with me after
You
this.
don't get to speak tonight.
But no, we're gonna fucking get that guy.
The man was nice enough to bring me back, and it would be
hello.
it would be awful to to kill him.
Jackson.
Self-inflicted.
Jax, I'm sorry. I'm
Nope, you're
fucking
talking-
sorry.
This is Bella.
She's asleep now.
No, Bella, it doesn't matter. Like, you're in the same body, and I put that body in danger. I'm sorry.
Let's presume this. At
Accidents
Bella's
happen.
clinic. Let's get out of here, somewhere with 4 walls and running water. Let's get to Bella's clinic, so at least we can let her get her feet up.
I could use my speedio, so I could do it now or later. It's fine.
Go ahead and
Skip.
use it. Go ahead and use that now, and we'll get you rested up at your shop.
And Scarecrow will call up a combat cab.
Nice,
The
yeah.
good old Night City miracle, isn't it?
We're gonna need somebody to repair our gear. I know I got dinged up pretty bad. Jax's gear is shredded. Once we get back to once we get back to Bella's shop, I'm gonna give my buddy Numbers a call. He's a tech. He can fix up our gear.
Thank you so much. That would be so helpful.
Not a problem.
What can I do? Do you need alcohol, drugs? Do you need?
I think you've done enough tonight.
Enough. We
A
get
hug
to the,
would a hug would suffice for now.
We'll get to her clinic. Then, if you are so inclined to be charitable Gnostics, you can go make a run to the bodega. Take everyone's orders.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
All right. Combat cab will be here soon.
Yeah, cab arrives. You're able to make it over to Jax's Ripper Dock spot. Just cost 50 eddies to get there, since you're already in the combat zone. Doesn't take much to get there. But you get there, and you get
Nexus
inside.
will pay for that, by the way.
Nice. Nexus covers the fee as you all end up in Jax's shop, hanging out.
I'll call Numbers and just be like, "Hey, Numbers, I know it's late. I need some help here, and you're my tech buddy, man. I need you to come down." And I give him the address. I need some help getting some gear repaired, some armor repaired. We got into a firefight at a night market, and one of my friends almost bought it. But we need some help getting our gear back up to snuff. And I'll pay you for the repairs.
Nice. You left him a message of that?
No, I call him because.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's under your luck stat.
Okay. It is 5. It is on my luck stat.
Nice. Yeah, he answers. You say all that, and wow, man, you just keep getting in it, man. You just keep getting in it. Yeah, I can come out. I'm not far from there actually, and normally it's a favorite thing, man. We go back, but I'm taking you up on that good pay for this. I need it, man. This is good timing. I could use the work. I'll be there soon.
All right.
He hangs up.
My buddy will be here soon. He can get our gear fixed up, and I start taking off my armor jack. Bella, go ahead and use that speed heal you've got. We're going to need to rest up for a few days.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. At the same time, I'm gonna use my agent and call up one of my Ripper friends. One of my friends that does my cyber work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Deimos, I need to hook up. Yeah, I got banged up pretty good.
Do you have a name for your friend, the Ripper Doc? Or we just you want us to make up the NPC? What is it?
Deimos.
Deimos?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a cyber leg if you got one handy. I'll swap one with you and trade, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I could do that. When do you need it?
You got room? You got room on your books for tonight?
Last minute. It's gonna cost you. We could do a trade, but it's gonna cost you on top if it's last minute. You know how I work.
I got you.
All right, I'll be there.
I appreciate it.
I'll be there. He hangs up.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Bella, are you replacing the leg, or are you?
I'm gonna go ahead and replace the leg.
Let me cover that. Actually,
It's fine. Deimos is a good friend. And I've known him forever. We trade cyber work. We trade upgrades.
Are you sure you don't need any help?
I'm good.
I've got some synth cannabis roaches. If that might put you at ease a little bit.
Well, everybody's going to pool in for paying Numbers when he gets here to repair our gear. So, because I'm not going to be able to cover all of that.
All of our gear's being repaired.
Yeah, all of our gear is going to get repaired, but we're all paying Numbers for it. He's an old friend of mine. He and I came up together. He's a damn good. He's the one who built the case for our last job.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Trustworthy.
And that was not cheap. That was 500 eddies that we all had to chip in for that as well. So we're gonna do him right.
I'm good for it. Don't worry about it.
How much you need?
Numbers will tell us when he gets here.
Yeah, and we can streamline too. The team hangs out, maybe munching on some things, maybe some tea, some coffee. It is late night. I don't know if the team's trying to stay up to rock more gig after they heal and fix things, or streamline to the next day after that fact. But whatever they do, they hang out, and then there's a knock at the door. His Numbers arrives first, comes in, just holy shit. Yeah, all of you got into a whoa, and he sees you, Jax. Yeah, you're fucked up. Sorry. Wow. And he looks back at you, Hank. So what exactly did you get into tonight, man?
We went to a night market to get some gear for the job we're on, and a crime family decided that they were going to take over the night market. And that dipshit, and I point directly at Gnostics, decided to run headlong into it to try and start some shit. And unfortunately, we all got banged up in the process. And she died.
What? She died.
almost died.
Yeah,
No, you died. You died.
Died. Flatlined.
Yes.
It's a miracle.
Zeroed.
Care to explain?
Modern medicine, trauma team.
Oh.
He already knows a little bit about what I do.
Even I don't know about this shit. But
Just suffice it to say, she got better. We just need you to fix up our armor because we got fucked up. Start with Bella. Whatever the cost is, let us know. We're gonna chip in. Everybody's chipping in to pay.
Hey, I appreciate it. Let's do it. Let's get to work. Gather up all your armor. I'll get started right away. I'm free all night. Let's do this. Hank, you want to order in pizza, like the old times, man? Let's do this.
Yeah, we can do
Pulling
that.
all night.
All right. And look at Gnostics and go, all right, guess what? You're on food detail.
Right. What are we getting?
No pineapple.
Yeah, no pineapple on the pizza.
That's a callback. I don't know. Whatever. But as far as the armor repair, you could always just buy it. However, what I like to do with repairs is just take like half cost. If you took a shitload of damage, so you don't have to spend the full amount for a whole new, armor jack, torso, head, whatever. Half that to repair it and get it fully back. You know what I mean? So anybody that took damage, you can get back to full SP by just paying, half the cost of that armor.
That's 500 for me because I wear a bodysuit.
Oh. Hey, thanks for the follow. Sabrina Johnson art. I want to see that art.
Hey, baby! That's my wife.
Well,
I was hoping you're talking to your GM like that. That's depressing.
Hey, baby.
Can I buy us some more food?
Can we work out a deal?
Who's your wife? Is that Cole Drake is your wife?
Sabrina Johnson art.
Oh.
Who just followed.
Oh, hi.
Does
50
anybody for me?
Scarecrow put forward 200 to balance the scales that he owes.
Nice.
I'll actually, Bella, do you need your armor repaired?
Yeah.
I do.
So,
I hold up the
how much would
armor
that be?
covered in bullet holes.
Yeah, you can. It's barely even armor.
And soaked in blood.
Yeah.
Do you really want to ask any more stupid questions tonight?
You open a window.
I could more than cover the cost to repair my own armor.
No,
You are not paying shit.
I've got
paying
it.
shit.
50 Eddie is bullshit. Do you like some alcohol? Take the edge off. I know that fucker didn't give you any fucking pain meds.
I'm sure I have something tucked away behind in the cupboard.
No,
somewhere.
would you like actually something nice?
Sure, yeah.
I drank.
That would be kind. That would be
I
nice.
drank that. So.
All right, I got you. I headed to the bodega. I'll get a couple bottles.
And some pizzas.
And some Chinese food.
Chinese food, pizzas, booze. Got it.
All the major Night City food groups.
Yeah, and
All right.
Yeah, go for it, Gnostics.
How much should I deduct for that? For a couple bottles of booze and pizza.
Yeah, I would say.
And Chinese food.
Yeah, deduct like 100 eddies.
Okay.
100 eddies. You got a few pizzas, a couple of bottles, whatever the team uses, and you head over to the bodega. You're pretty much able to get everything from there, aside from ordering some food, which comes quickly. Combat zone sort of service. But within that time, there is a knock at the door, and you get a text, Jax from Demos, saying, "I'm here," at the same time that there's a knock at your door.
Scarecrow will answer.
Yeah, and you open it, and basically you see Demos, which is Jax's friend, and Belladonna's, but he's standing there at the door and just, is what's up? Is Jax here?
Over here.
Scarecrow just step aside.
Nah, Bella, I need to talk to Jax, please.
Okay.
Wake her up.
Demos,
Ah, there she is.
my good friend.
Yeah, what's up? You got pretty fucked up tonight.
We stepped into it. I should have known better, but you know me.
Yeah, I figured
The thrill of the moment.
Bella couldn't get you out of it. Just couldn't keep you out of trouble, huh?
She panicked as usual.
Yeah. She's like that. She still owes me dinner. I'm gonna hold her to that. But anyways, I'm here. I wanted to talk to you. Let's do the trade. Quarter price on top of the trade. House call. You know how I do.
Gotcha.
And he pulls his toad.
Just simple cyber leg.
Yeah, he pulls his toad out. You see him like pulling out cyber, where you see a cyber leg, all his tools. He's just starting to pull it out as he's like looking you up and down. He's just starting to pull things out as if he's going to get to work on the leg. What's the rest of the team doing? Gnostics is heading out. We can say Gnostics is back with the pizza and bottles, or Chinese food in bottles, whichever you prefer.
I'd be helping Numbers fix up the gear as best as I can because I'm not a tech.
Nice. Yeah, you're helping Numbers as he's just kind of going through the armor, and Numbers just keeps, chatting with you about old times and reminiscing and stuff. Like, it's been a while since you've had one of these all-nighters, like Numbers mentioned. Like, it's been like little odd-end jobs, helping each other here and there, running into each other once a week, once a month. But, lately you've been seeing each other often. And now you're finally pulling an all-nighter like you used to do back in the heyday and stuff. And, he's just talking about all those back-in-the-day times and old memories and shit like that. And, yeah, Gnostics, you get back with the food and the liquor.
And he also, like, while he's opening up, he, like, pulls out from his pocket a white paper bag, and he's like, I'm sorry, I only bought one, but you can have it. Like, these are really good bonbons. I was able to get one of the chocolates from over there, the bonbons, if you like it. Bella, they're really good.
Yeah, and you're looking at
I'm sure Bella would love this later.
Oh yeah, and it's
Jax. I'm sorry, you have some things to say to me.
Oh, I've got many things to say to you, but that'll be for later. Talking with my friend Demos right now. Thank you.
Hi, Demos. Enjoy your pizza. And then Gnostics literally just kind of like slumps over into like a corner, just trying to stay away from anybody's eyesight or.
Nice, yeah, and Belladonna or Jax, you noticed that the chocolates are actually Alley Cat Signature Series chocolates, which just came out not too long ago. And you know that distribution is kind of low on this because they're in hot demand. So for Gnostics to actually find some in stock at current times and for you to have some, it's actually pretty cool. It's actually a cool thing. But what's Nexus doing during all this? I'm kind of curious. I think there was a request from chat. I'm just curious what Nexus is up to while everything else is going down.
Basically she's been like wherever there's like a available, like a comfortable seat or whatever, she's just like basically sitting, because technically she didn't really experience any of the same level of damage and craziness that everyone else ended up having to deal with. So she's kind of taking a seat, she's kind of watching and observing everything. If it's close enough where she's like listening to like Hank and Numbers kind of like tell the stories of old, she might even be kind of like slightly smiling if there's like a funny story here and there.
Oh yeah, there's a few stories about Numbers and Hank getting into fist fights and fighting in the sort of boxing league that the mega building had. And whether or not Numbers won the last fight that the two of them had, or if Hank won it, it's like it went to a decision. No, it didn't. I kicked your ass the entire time. That kind of stuff.
So she's listening, and she's like probably like chuckling here and there. She would of course try to pay attention to what our lovely Scarecrow was doing, if he was kind of off and like by himself, or if he was with the rest of the group.
The Scarecrow had just taken off the kimono and like folded it neatly, put it wherever it was like somewhere clean-ish. But he's taking up like a seat somewhere, and he has that like kind of like the 1,000-mile stare of someone like replaying something through in his head. Because I'm wondering if while he was grappling that guy, if Scarecrow saw any identifying markers, be it tattoos,
Oh, I like that.
be it on the hands, neck, something that identifies what family they were working for, because they went after a night market, which you don't fucking do.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to figure out who to dedicate his extracurricular activity to.
Yeah. Why don't you let's see. Kind of been on that luck roll sort of thing. Give me a luck check. Let's see if you're lucky enough to have caught visuals of anything like that.
Okay. Oh man, that is. Wow. Yeah. How? No. Oh, it was my luck. It was
Oh no,
D10
don't do that.
luck.
Yeah, don't do that. Roll a 1d10. Just
I've
a
gotten
1d10.
so used,
Sorry.
I've gotten so
yeah.
used to the drag and drop. No, that's entirely my bad.
Yeah, just do the 1d10 and then let me know.
Thank God, that was under my luck. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, you basically you were lucky enough to see some type of symbol on the neck. It looked like let's say it looked like some type of golden crown. It had like a golden crown. And chat, give me some type of animal for fun. Let's let chat decide what kind of animal is maybe wrapped up in this crown. Something that like a crime family might have. Maybe something tough or sneaky, or not looking for something comical really. Hey, thanks for the follow, Skyblood. Skyblood Orchid.
Hi, Barrow.
Nice penguin. No, just slide.
Ooh.
I like the Komodo dragon. I like that.
Cool.
No, I don't want anything funny. You guys, come on. You're bunny, penguin.
Bunny.
Come on, bastards. Cold spider. Always got a joke. Cheetah. Okay, I like cheetah. I like the Komodo dragon though. What do you guys want? Let's go with dragon.
I like the Komodo dragon.
Yeah, like Komodo. Yeah, Komodo dragon.
With
I like that. I like snake too.
Like Komodo dragon with like the crown as like a collar. It's like Komodo
That's cool.
king. Komodo
Yeah.
kings
That's cool.
has a nice ring to it.
I love that.
think
Let's
it's
go with
long
that. And it's the Komodo Kings crime family. They're a syndicate. They're from overseas. They haven't been in Night City too long. Maybe the rest of you. In fact, everybody give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's under your luck. And then those are who have actually heard of this crime family. They're so new that you're only lucky if you've heard of them, because they haven't been in Night City that long, and they're even making bad decisions like raiding night markets and fucking up corporations and just like coming into the city hot. And they're powerful.
luck.
They got the power, but they're definitely making some really drastic, brutal moves. So anybody
Total luck.
under their luck knows about that.
I'm gonna say total luck or remaining luck.
Yeah.
No,
that
total
was
luck,
gonna
total
ask
luck,
that too.
total luck,
Okay.
total luck. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
definitely
know.
under mine.
I know.
I rolled a
as well.
1.
Cool. And that makes sense.
Three.
Since I just bought my first rank in Fixer, Operator 1 does give me contacts that are like local crime families and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would that potentially fall under this rather than a luck roll?
Did you roll your luck stat?
No, I did. Yes, I did. And it looks like no. Never mind. I failed. Never mind.
Okay. I forget you multi-classed into Fixer. I like that idea. Give me your street deal.
Streetwise. You mean?
Streetwise, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm always referring to 2020. I mix up some of those.
Also,
You're-
what is Gnostics doing? Where is he? Because she's paying attention to the whole room. Where is Gnostics?
19.
He's on the couch,
Streetwise.
just kind of like by the wall, just sulking.
Nice. 19. Yeah, nice. Hank, yeah, when Scarecrow mentions, I'm not sure who that was, some crime family, but I saw this logo thing, and then all of a sudden it like clicks on anyone that's under their luck. Oh my god, that's the Komodo Kings, and like I have heard of them. They're new to the city, making stupid decisions and shit. And all of a sudden, Hank, it like clicks in you, like, holy shit, like I know them. Like, yeah, they're new to the city, but part of the reason you were able to multi-class into Fixer was the fact that you kind of used some of your Rocker Boy hookups to pull a Fixer style like little deal for a new crime family person that was kind of putting out ads on some of the Merc boards to source some items. Now, as far as a Fixer, what kind of Fixer would Hank C be? What kind of items would he want to source or be involved with? Or what type of Fixer? What do you think? I mean, you could also you could roll the Fixer Life Path version, but I know you've done that with Rocker Boy. We multi-classed into Fixer, so I'll allow you to just kind of come up with a cool story or thing for it if you want.
Well, in this case, Colette, Hank's mainline, was basically a low-level Fixer serving as his manager.
Oh, yeah.
So any contacts that she had, he would have known, and kind of started trying to get inroads in that. I mean, as a base level Fixer, like, mainly being able to source like cheap and everyday items, I think it would probably be like, for us at least, Hank would be focused on trying to get items that the team would need in the future. And start making deals on trying to find ways that we can get out from under Raven Microcyb. So it's definitely more team focused rather than trying to enrich himself. And then also trying to get inroads into finding dirt that he can dig up on the people that wronged him and Colette.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So more trying to lean into like information, willing to do anything to kind of get into the Fixer game of things, obviously. But maybe it sounds like more leaning into information, trying to trade information. And it makes sense being a Rocker Boy, touring, getting around, having fans. You can get some information. So I like that. But let's say when, like I said, you get that logo and it clicks like, oh, wait, holy shit, like that's who that was? Like I've been working with one of those guys there, goes by Marshall. He's like a Fixer version of them, with the Komodo Kings, but they're new to Night City. They put out a Merc board thing. They needed information about all kinds of different things. In fact, one of the things they put on there was like looking for upcoming night markets. Weird. But Hank, you know them. You actually work with them a little bit, or have.
I've done a little business with them. I've been trying to expand my base of influence, would be the best way to put it. So I've started making inroads with other Fixers. It's part of the reason why I wanted to go to the night market. So I'm working my way into becoming a Fixer as well, because we're going to need inroads to try and get the stuff we need for jobs in the future. But more importantly, we need to figure out a way to get out from underneath Raven. We got to find a way to get rid of these kill switches. And as I see it, there's really only two ways to do it. And I look at... hold on, actually, I take that back. Fuck. I look at Deimos and I said, you are going to forget every fucking thing that is mentioned in here, or I will put a bullet in your head right now.
Easy there.
Hey,
Deimos won't say anything.
Okay.
I point to numbers. I can trust him.
Then you can trust Deimos.
Okay. All right. All of us that are a part of this, with the exception of Raven, with the exception of she's fine. With the exception of Bella, let's step outside real quick.
So yeah, if everyone's stepping out except for Belladonna right now, or Jax right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Jax headphones off. Yeah, go for it.
All right. I wanted to make sure we could speak freely without pretend. I know Jax has got listening devices in there. I wouldn't put it past Raven to put listening devices in there.
You'll probably hear this later on. See what you got to say, mate.
Turn off my agent. I basically look at everybody like, turn off your agents. And I turn on my scrambler, descrambler. Or, sorry, turn on my scrambler and actually use the communicator that we all have. Look, sooner or later, we're going to have to get out from underneath Raven. Let's do the job, get it done, and then figure out a way out from under their thumb.
You don't think I'm trying to do that? I've been forcing it either way, which way, like trying to put it. Look, I know you don't want to hear from me right now, but I've actually been trying to put it forth either way. Actually come up with a device, if I could fucking make it, that would be able to find where it is in all of our bodies.
What do you need for that device?
I just need to be able to build it. I'm not good enough like that. As in, like, I'm gonna need to multi-class into tech next. But if I have the ability to build it, and I can put it together, I can find it, and we could fucking scoop it out with a fucking spoon if we need to.
All right. In that case, then talk to I'm going to give you numbers as contact information. Work with him. He's a good tech. If he doesn't know how to do it, then we can find somebody who can.
Just
Nexus.
I'll compete with you, Hank, for the last fucking kill on that fucker's skull.
I think we all take our turns with him.
I'm gonna
Nexus,
office space his ass.
We need to find somebody. Either we need to find a fixer that we can work with who can get us to a cyber tech, who can get this shit out of us.
Aren't you a big bad fixer now?
I'm trying. Or we need to find somebody in Raven who wants Cromwell's job. And if
That's
we can
probably
turn
better.
and if we can turn them, we might be able to get him out.
My concern is whether or not you boys will be playing nice. This
For the
isn't going to
time
work
being,
out if
yes.
you don't.
For the time being, yes.
She's alive, Hank, and her beef it must be with me. If she were dead, I'd accept this fucking animosity, but like at this point, really, it's up to her at this point. I don't give a fuck about your animosity right now. It'd be like, really, I don't. I'm sorry, but let's get the fucking job. Let's kill this fucker. Let's get free, because none of us deserve to be in this fucking shite.
If it comes
Hank,
to... Go ahead.
what were you going to say?
For once, you're actually right, Nostos. So whatever beef I have with you for getting Jack's kill tonight will be put to rest. But in the future, if you do something as skull-numbingly fucking stupid as this again, I will zero you myself.
I'll put the bullet. I'll put the chamber to my fucking skull myself. I have my word on that.
Good. Don't worry about moving out. I like your cat too much.
It's a good cat. I'll be
Be
a good
heartbroken. But I'll need to confer. You've met Minami.
Yeah.
I said she might be privy to the idea of a promotion if the position opens up.
What part of the company does she work in?
Yeah, it's a good question. Rob. What are you thinking? Where
I thought we.
is-
I can't remember, but I thought we said accounting. I thought we did say that. Maybe not. But if so, let's go with that. You know?
something management-y?
Yeah, a little bookkeeping sort of stuff. You know, like she deals with some of the business, not so much the action or face of company stuff. You know,
She's in conflict investment. I'm in conflict resolution.
Do you
Like
think
that.
she'd be able to create a paper trail that shows Cromwell has been dipping into the books?
That is something I'll need to ask if she's capable or willing to do.
The last thing I want is to put your sister in harm's way.
Well, precisely. It's because it's not just her; it's her husband and her kids too. But that's also on the other end of things. If you find a way to de-chip what Raven seems to be doing with their employees, my sister takes my spot in line. I can take this. I can deal with it.
And
No.
look,
As much as I like your sister, it's the team who gets out from underfoot, and then if necessary, we can get your sister out.
I hate
But
to
all of
say
us-
it. I hate to say it, but I never actually had friends, and I don't know. Wouldn't know the fucking. I wouldn't know how to do you know that actually if I did have friends and judging on Hank, I guess we're not friends, but I mean, some of you, I mean, maybe. I never actually had friends, and so seeing Jax like that, I guess I know what it feels like to actually have friends, and I'm willing to go what we can do and like do whatever I can at this point.
All right.
But we have venues we can explore. But as you said, you have friends, and the best that you can do for them right now is to be there for them.
Right.
For now, let's go get this motherfucker from Militech. And
It's a
get
dry
on with
run,
the
like you
job.
said.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a dry run. Because whatever we can do to take this guy down, we can absolutely use on Cromwell in the future.
I like
So
that.
when did we decide that we want to contact
Kill a corp.
the wife?
Let's
Yeah,
have
pretty much.
let's have everyone take off their headphones except for Raven,
Yeah.
except for Jax.
Equivalent exchange.
Hey, what's up?
What I miss?
No, I just figured me and you would talk for a while since they had their talk and they left you out of it for a while. I was like, fuck it, let's me and Raven just hang out for a minute. No, they're talking outside, but I thought, yeah, while you're in, we'll say Demos starts chatting with you a little bit. Like, so why is everybody stepping out? Was it something you said or I said?
Oh, darling, I'm sure that's not. It's nothing. It's not about that. I'm sure that they're wanting to keep things protected or excluded from Belladonna, like blurting things out like she usually does. You know, she can't keep secrets.
It's true. She's she's a little too naive, I think. A little too wet behind the ears, you know?
Quite the blabbermouth.
Yeah. A little too innocent for the city.
I was thinking, while I'm doing my cyber leg, if you another time for now, but because I don't exactly have the eddies to cover it, and I don't think you'll want the same inventory that that I've got for your stuff. But I'm gonna hit you up in the future for about quick change mounts for my arms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that. You know,
I saw that stuff hanging in. I saw what you have in your shop, and I kind of interested. How do you like them?
No, I like them. I like them. I think we could work out something. And I've been noticing a few things in your place too. Maybe we'll talk about something in the future because I've been wanting to get into some of that chipware neuro shit and yeah, you know, maybe work on the inside a little bit. You know, I got the beauty on the outside. Now it's time to work on the inside. So maybe
Definitely.
yeah, maybe we could do a little bit of a trade. But yeah, you're pretty much wrapped up with this. This is about all I can do. You just gotta let the nanites kind of connect all the nerves to where they need to go. But you got the structure. You're all set up. You're good to go.
You're a gem, Demos. You're a lifesaver. Anytime you need anything from me, don't hesitate. I'm there without question.
You know, I'm taking you up on that. Not just the trade either. I got something maybe coming up in about a week or so, and I might need a team to help me out. Just not my typical like nursey assistant girl. You know, she's kind of getting pissed off at the more, you know, edge runner style runs we've been doing. But yeah, I'll hit you up. Maybe all of you can help me.
Most definitely.
All right. I'll see you later. Tell Bella I said bye. She still owes me dinner.
Well, I'll tell her. I'll give her a good nudge.
All right. Later. He gathers
Thanks,
up all
Demos.
his stuff. Yeah, packs up his tote and kind of heads out. Let's get everybody else back on headphones. And yeah, the four of you were outside, just kind of wrapping up the conversation you were having when suddenly it's interrupted by the door opening, and you see Jax standing there saying bye to Demos as he just says bye to Jax, gives a little hug, mentions don't remind Belladonna she owes me dinner, turns around nice to meet y'all, and just kind of walks off out the alley.
As Demos is
hate your face.
As Demos is walking away, I just kind of pause him for a second. I'm like, I apologize. Emotions have been high tonight. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's Night City. I'm used to it. I just remember, we're all on the same side here.
And if, depending on how things go, I might need some upgrades from you in the future.
Oh, you got it.
This one cyber riot turns into a $sign.
Yeah.
Making connections.
Yeah, and he makes his way out the alley, leaving, and now it's you five back into Jax's Ripper Docks.
Are you all patched up, love?
Right as rain.
How do you feel?
$1 million.
You can tell she's lying. She is still feeling pain. No hiding that. No human. She said that, but yeah, you can't hide it. She's hurting.
If that's
drink.
the case, Nexus will go to wherever the bottle is to pour some shots out for sure.
And
You
Hank
come
walks
back
up-
and I'm doing a line of synth code.
That's honestly when Gnostic said he came back with a white bag, my brain thought clear plastic bag that was just full of white shit. And it's like, oh, he's getting the
No.
big medicine.
No, you forget. Bella bought a shit ton of synth coke last
I was gonna
campaign
say-
and has never used it.
I was gonna say Gnostics has a ton of drugs already on his person.
You come back and I'm like doing this number.
Hank walks
And
up
she'll
to Bella.
she'll give the glass to Bella.
Oh.
Now is it Jax or Bella? I forget now. Now I'm going
Oh, it's
It's
Jax.
Jax. It's
Jax
Jax.
still, right? Okay.
So you got some blue glass in there.
Don't really do blue glass.
Oh, it's a riot, but anything that makes you feel better, love.
Hank will walk up to Jax and just give her a very gentle hug. I'm glad you're okay.
I missed you too for all about maybe a split second of it while I was enjoying myself.
Please, let's try not to do this again.
No promises on that, love.
All right. So, we still got to go after this guy from Militech. I think the best chance is going to be after he drops off his daughter. Don't worry about the ex-wife at this point. We'll just go after him and get him after he drops off his kid.
Well, at least we have her information in case we need another plan.
I do think that's right. As Gnostics takes one of the shots that Nexus made, and just like, really, I come up with a lot of fucking ideas, but I'm not really the fucking leadership on this. Like, you put me in the fucking system, I'll turn the place inside out. But really, I'd put it to our fucking solo over here to actually come up with the tactics to do this. I don't know why we're listening to any plans I have. I'm just a fucking shite idiot.
You're going to be responsible for preventing Trauma Team from showing up. We're going to need you to jack into his agent and
Can
stop
do.
the signal from going out.
Definitely can do.
Other end, last time I had trauma access, I was very small. But I don't know if it can be managed by a regular signal jammer, or if you do need to slave his agent. Just do whatever you have to do. But either way,
we found that
Right.
out last. We found that out last session. We need to slave. We need to
Yeah,
basically
okay.
control the agent.
yeah, because I completely forgot until you used the session that you had the signal scrambler, descrambler. But that aside, we need to be quick and decisive. If we can jack him in his car, one of us takes the wheel, and we're able to stay mobile for one, and we slave the agent, keep him trussed in the trunk. A mobile target is harder to triangulate.
We still need to get the kid out of that situation. That's why I
Yes.
was saying maybe have the wife come pick up the kid,
Mhm.
and then you can do whatever with him.
As everyone's talking, I kind of sidestep.
Yeah, everyone.
Trying not to be noticed.
Yeah, the rest of you do a perception. See if you beat that 16 stealth. No one can use a +2 for this.
Okay.
Copy that.
Oh,
One. Whoa.
what your solo eyes see?
I am again
Mhm.
always like where? is
Yeah,
this?
why
It's
can't
way
I
at the
get
bottom.
told like this during combat?
Or yeah, or towards.
It's because
Damn it.
combat's over. The heat has it's different hot plate.
Yeah, everyone
Next.
notices Belladonna kind of, or Jack's kind
I
of
did.
trying to be kind of stealthy and sneak out of the situation where you're all hanging out,
well,
except
I see
you-
everything.
I was
except
trying to move around the group.
yeah. Well, either way, as Jax is kind of trying to be stealthy, getting around the group or whatever. Everyone notices her doing this, except for Hank. Hank is, still talking about the plans. No, we've got to, separate the agent signal from his bio read, and he's like doing that as the rest of you notice, like Jack's kind of being all stealthy behind Hank, like making her way around the group, but Hank doesn't notice that he's just talking. What are you doing, Jax?
Ori, where are you going, love? Where are you going?
Oh, nothing. I was just looking for something. I since I was noticed, I just walk up to to Gnostics, and I've had some time to think about it. And you know what? I do forgive you. How about a hug?
Yeah,
Shit.
of course.
Holding an action.
And I knee him in the groin at this as we embrace.
Okay.
Nice. Let me. I would love to not even do an evasion or anything. I would love that to be completely off guard and just land.
No, I got it. Right in the fucking nads.
2 sessions in a row where it's just been raw brawl damage.
Yeah,
we're
let's
still
get.
still not anywhere near. We're not anywhere close to being even.
Oh, hello, Bella. Is that Bella?
And Jax, make sure you drop a 1d6 direct to Gnostics' HP.
Oh,
His now swole scrot HP.
oh, fuck me.
So bruised, so tender, so horrible.
Critical injury right in the Onos.
Yeah.
I love you, but
deserve
we're
that.
not even.
I fucking deserve that. No, we're not.
Look, it even made Val laugh. She's in my beautiful
I'll
In
wife.
the arms of the angel.
We'll make it even. Just keep. It's fine. Just. Okay. Okay.
And Nexus.
And he just reaches for the nearest. He doesn't even look. It just reaches for the nearest bottle. Just to fucking. Oh fuck.
I'll go get some.
It was a bottle from months ago left by one of Jax's customers that he used as a spittoon because he dips. You didn't even notice.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. But Nexus, your agent goes off.
Now Nexus is going to kind of like walk away, like that. All of that is happening. They're paying attention to that. She's gonna kind of just like casually, nonchalant, kind of go and walk outside.
Yeah, everybody off with the headphones. And yeah, you're getting a call from your brother.
Aniki.
Hey, how did things work out tonight?
Very eventful. Seems like a lot has been stirred up within the group. And I didn't even really have anything to do with it, so that was convenient.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I almost got killed in the process, but
really?
it's neither here nor there.
So you almost get arrested last night. Now you almost get killed tonight. Look, is this gonna work out? Are we gonna fuck them
Listen,
up, or are
I
you
got
gonna get
this. I
flatlined
got
before we get a
this.
chance?
I got this, and I got plenty of information, which I will message you shortly. Because I
Okay.
also need information on Scarecrow's sister as well.
Oh,
Apparently she works for the company,
okay.
so that might be a little leverage.
Yeah, we might be able to use that. I was actually calling because I was talking to the boys about, well, the bad press that came out, and we were kind of talking about the fact that this could end fucked up before we get a chance to get our revenge, So we had this idea, finish the current gig, just finish it. When it ends and the company's happy, I'm sure you'll get it done. And also, if it's looking like you're not getting it done, things take a hard left turn, obviously call me. we'll try to step in and help in any way we can, because I think the plan here is get the gig done, make Cromwell and Raven Microcyb and all those assholes happy, and then once they sit tight and you have that little downtime before the next gig, maybe tell your teammates you just want to have a little celebration. Take them out to the family bar. Take them out to the club. Let's act like you're just taking them out for some drinks or something, and yeah, when they get there, we'll take care of things.
Not a bad plan. I mean, there's a little infighting right now, so I'm sure.
Oh.
That's gonna cause some.
Well, wait a minute.
Interesting
Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Let me talk to the boys about this. But if there's like internal sort of shit going on, maybe you can keep stirring the pot and fucking shit up internally a little bit before we do the final sweep.
There's a lot of different options that we have now at play. It's gonna get real interesting. I'm excited.
All right. Well, keep me posted. I'm gonna tell the boys that we're gonna wait to hear from you. Look, if you get the gig done, you want to take them to the family club, the bar. Let me know. We'll set it up. We'll take care of everything in one night. But if you want to play around a little more with some internal turmoil and just fucking with them a little more, believe me, we're all for it. The more you can make them suffer before we flatline them, the better.
More fun that way, after all.
All right. Well, hey, I'll let you get back. Yeah. I'll let you get back before they get suspicious. Just keep me posted.
All right, I will.
All right.
Next time.
Later, sis.
Later.
Hangs up. Nexus enters back into the room to find Gnostics, Hank, Belladonna, or Jax rather, and Scarecrow. Having some drinks, just talking as Nexus enters, and let everyone kind of chat a little bit about their plan, maybe winding down the night. Just put a cap on the session. Maybe a little bit about the next steps and things like that, but I'll let you all take it from there.
So commandeer the car after the daughter gets dropped off. He's probably going to have corporate security, right?
Probably.
It depends if it's how invasive he wants his father-daughter time to be. If we get him at Playland by the Sea, when the ex comes to pick up the kid, for whatever reason, I will leave that to the more socially inclined. And he might have one or two, but that's anything more than that, it's going to invite trouble as someone of his stature and status.
So scout out at Playland by the Sea. See if we can see what's going on with that.
And did we get the frequency of his time out with the kid from the ex?
Yeah, Nexus
timetable.
Oh yeah, Nexus got pretty social with her. What was her name again? Kelly Harrison. And yeah, she was able to find out, as much as they don't get along, he's great to the daughter, has custody every other weekend, and takes her to Playland by the Sea. So yeah, every other weekend.
And as much as Mr. Cromwell tells us to get this done quick, he has not given us an explicit timeline or deadline. So we're going to be working as fastly as we can. And if he wants something more concrete, he needs to be more concrete in turn. This is a management issue, not an issue of us.
Seems to be making it an issue of us, though.
It's going to be an issue with us regardless. We caught blame for just being caught in crossfire tonight.
He didn't even give a fuck that Bella was dead.
Why
Of
would
course
he?
not. We're expendable.
So we make him expendable. After this, I say.
There's always a bigger fish. Everyone's something to be used by someone else. We are all cogs in the machine. Night City is a meat grinder, and people like Cromwell and those above him turn the handle.
So we finish this job as a dry run. Know how to fucking zero fucking corpo, and then we get fucking Cromwell. We fucking get free of this fucking corpo, and then you never have to see my fucking ass again.
We still have the second part of the job, which Cromwell hasn't told us about.
All right.
Wait, what? Oh, the name of the campaign. That's right.
Well,
Title drop.
You just point me in the direction of the fucking data terminal. I'm not gonna fucking do anything else. I'm not gonna fucking get gung ho again. So, I'll turn the place inside out. You just fucking point me in the direction. Scarecrow, I'll follow your lead on that one.
Same.
One step at a time. We've got a solid plan in place. The point of a solid plan is to be hopefully the first and only casualty of executing that plan. Because they never go according to plan. But if things go off without a hitch, our budding fixer maybe finds somewhere that will chop shop a car.
I can do that.
Other than that, we're all specialists in our own fields. If there's something I'm not seeing because of a lack of expertise in one way or another, that's why we form crews. So don't be shy.
Oh, I
Thanks
definitely.
for the raid.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dan.
Shout out to Dan from Sirenscape,
Dan.
Dan Servo. Does all those awesome charity streams, also helping run some of the Sirenscape stuff. It was cool to hang out at Gen Con finally in person. Thanks for the raid.
We got
Yeah,
a solid plan.
yeah, it sounds like you have a plan here, to kind of hit him up. Checking out Playland by the Sea, possibly, try to find this guy, try to basically take him over. Like Scarecrow said, whether you're hijacking him with the vehicle, maybe Gnostic's trying to separate the agent biomonitor read so it doesn't trigger trauma team, maybe keeping him alive until then, until you have to flatline him and then separating him from that bio read, sending the trauma team. Making sure he's not with his daughter. You have all these sort of components and things kind of floating around. It sounds like you have a loose plan or at least a couple options. You have the ex-wife, you can hit up the original plan and try to catch him there at one point or around, or use that as leverage. You also know about Playland by the Sea, and you can it's every other weekend. So yeah, you got a couple options to kind of track him down. It sounds like the team is onto it. I'd like to say that the team hangs out for the night, having some drinks, eating some of the pizza and food that Gnostic's got, putting down some shots, maybe a little synth coke from Jax, and just partying through the night as Numbers hangs out, Hank, and finishes up repairing all the armor. Everyone's got full SP back, keeping in mind it's half the cost of the armor that you needed to repair. But he hangs out. Numbers hangs out for the rest of the night too. Even does a line of synth coke, puts down some shots, and just starts reminiscing. He even has a couple moments where, when Hank got a little bit too drunk to keep him from telling the story, Numbers goes on to start telling a couple embarrassing stories about Hank. And what I would like to do with that is I'm going to allow the rest of the team to think about those embarrassing stories, and maybe sometime in the future it comes up, maybe in a future session, next session, or the one after, whenever it seems right. Maybe you want to embarrass Hank for a moment. I don't know. But Numbers definitely told you guys some embarrassing stories about Hank's past. That's what I'm getting at here. So think about that. Aside from that, the team got some sleep and is fresh, with the exception of Jax, who can only repair her body stat from resting 24 hours and laying low, with the exception of the speed heal, which luckily she has a bunch of speed heal. So you can use that as well to get your body plus your will. So the next day
I do have an enhanced antibodies also.
Nice. Yeah, so the next day you should be able to at least get extra HP back than just a normal rest rate because of those things. So adjust your HP, aside from everyone adjusting SP. And then that way, next time when we get back, we can start off with the very next morning. Everyone crashing out wherever they can find a spot to sleep in Jax's Ripper Doc shop. Some on the floor.
Nexus is right
couch.
next to Scarecrow, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I would love... do you think Nexus would... curl up to sleep with Scarecrow, or would it be a funny sort of thing where Scarecrow falls asleep and then Nexus curls up, so he wakes up like, wait, what?
Very much that.
And he realizes
Very much that.
he wakes up realizing he's the little spoon. He's like,
Yes.
what?
Yep.
Is
Yep,
that-
that's exactly it.
One of those Scarecrow would wake up in the middle of the night and just be like, no, this is my life now, and just goes, because just like not want to be. He's not one like ew, no, but he's also at the same time just like, I'm gonna take my corner of the blanket and just.
He moves
Please.
closer. She's
Yes.
gonna like inch over. Like it's like there's no escape unless you literally just roll off.
He's at that point of like, I accept this, and I'm not gonna. It's like when your cat sits on you. It's like I'm not doing anything anymore. This is my life.
Nice, and I would love to end the session right there with that imagery in mind, with the little spoon, big spoon action, and we'll start next session right where we left off on the following morning, everyone getting sleep. But I do want to say, wow, one hell of a session. I can't believe Jax died and just went through it in such a brutal moment, all from Gnostics sparking shit at the night market against a bunch of crime family operatives, and then lucky for Stink Palm redeeming some shit, and me coming up with some creative options, Raven leaning into that for the character and going with this sort of experimental speed heal, which, I'll remind everyone, does come with some fun little side things. I'm going to work that out, and we'll see as these things might surface a little. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to get creative with it.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, thanks Stink Palm for hooking that up and allowing
awesome.
Jax to have at least an NPC enter and give me the opportunity to kind of be able to use some of that shit as leverage for the team to be able to think of that. But keeping in mind, like, if it did end up gruesome and Jax died from it and that's the way the dice fell, then so be it. That is Cyberpunk. But like I said, in my games, I do like to, if the scene permits itself, give some creative options at least once. So keep that in mind, at least once. So Jax is not safe next time that she hits hard situations like that. I'm not going to get creative on it, but I will give everyone kind of that one chance if something like that does happen. Unless it's a cinematic thing like Will mentioned before. Sometimes, you have cinematic moments where a player needs to die or a character has to die because the player has to move on from the team or things like that. But if it ever happens naturally from dice, I'll at least give everyone that one-shot chance if the scene permits something creative for that. But thanks so much, chat, for donating all those +2s. And
awesome.
Yeah, Stink Palm with that, the critical injury stuff, like just so much chat support in today's session. And my God, did you not need it going up against all those crime family operatives and like Jax dying and all that. I mean, it could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for all those +2s and crits and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, could have had a couple team members die or such. Who knows? But yeah, thanks chat for being part of our story and donating. Thanks so much Dan for raiding and bringing in some new people for our stream. I apologize for everyone coming in at the very end of the session, but please subscribe, follow, and tune in next time. We're here every Saturday. I want to reiterate the fact that I am working on set from now until December 23rd. It might move to January 2nd. I do have Fridays and Saturdays off set, but I'm not sure exactly the level of work I'm going to have to put in to get to the next part of what's coming on set, because we have 8 episodes to get through. It's the second season of Everyone is Doing Great. You can watch the first season on Hulu and Paramount Plus. Please do that. Check it out. But long story short, make sure you subscribe and follow to Cybernation Uncensored so you get the updates. Join our Discord and look out, because as I get through these set days, I will be making announcements on whether or not we'll be able to rock Team Nevermore on some Saturdays, all Saturdays, or none. I have no idea until I get into it. So please stay tuned and look out for that. Aside from that, I want to thank my players for being part of this crazy session and role-playing your characters so well. Just living in those characters' lives is so good. You guys are doing so awesome at role-playing and just making these sessions epic, like just coming up with some really cool scenes and moments, and I can't thank all of you enough. And that's aside from just cosplaying and backgrounds and just being so cool as far as being a player and bringing the character to life, but like just that role play action, like just is so good. So thank all of you for being part of it. And yeah, everyone subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
We'll be back.
Cybernation Uncensored.